Hello everyone, and welcome to this, the second episode of Perils Possibilities, a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition chronicle set in the fictional world of Elysium. With me today is...
I'm Dean, and I'm playing Draynog of Clan Brightheart.
I'm Ryan, and I'm playing Philip Clydesdale.
I'm Harry, I'm playing Gwyn Tegid Valentine IV.
I'm Callum, and I'm playing Valkyria Doriu.
I'm James, and I'm playing Cassian Vesadress III.
And I'm Josh, and I'm playing Jarell Nipret.
So, if you are rejoining us from last week, thank you very much for joining us again. If you are first time viewing, please give the first one another look if you end up enjoying it, and hopefully you stay with us and hopefully you enjoy yourself. We enjoyed the first episode, so we're glad to be back. So, just as a means of introduction, we are a dark fantasy version of the 2024 edition rules for Dungeons & Dragons. So if there's any variations between your 2014 rules, if that's what you're using, that might be why. Please bear with us as we go through the campaign, because we are still learning the difference between the editions. It's just to give people a clue in that that's still going on. So bear with us, please. We are going to go into a recap. However, I thought I'd introduce this because we are taking this from the Walking Dead role-playing game as an inspiration, in that we're not doing a conventional recap. Instead, how we are going to do our recaps is that a player at the table that was present for the events of the previous episode will give the recap in character. So this means the recap may be, biased in what they recall or how they interpret things. We are intending to eventually have lore videos to help people stay abreast of what's actually going on. However, we just thought that that'd be a nice way of kind of cluing people in on what's going on, and from someone's point of view. And for this particular recap, we will jump over to Val, who will be recapping what happened last time.
So, where to begin? The day it started like any other. Myself and my friend here were just minding our own business in the tavern after recently arriving to the city, when we were approached by a rather weird man that Jarell also threatened to kill. Not surprising at all. He invited us to play a game of cards, or dice, either or, one of the other. And then we met a bunch of strange individuals. There was a dwarf with giant gauntlets. There was a rather large fellow with very luscious locks, if I do have to say so myself, and a couple of smaller fellows as well. Anyway, it's not really very important. We got to playing and chatting, and it seems like he just wanted to make some friends. But Jarell had some other ideas for the day. Apparently he overheard some sort of conversation across the way, and he decided to go and investigate, and it turns out apparently somebody has made an attempt on the king's life recently, and they are being held within the castle, the Black Keep, I believe it was called. Now, we weren't really sure what to do with this information. I did tell him to keep his head down, but it is Jarell after all. Doesn't always follow orders very well. Anyway, we went to bed and were awoken afterwards, after I met with my sprite companion again, Alia. She gave me some information. Things took a weird turn in the evening. Apparently I'm still not entirely certain what was going on. I don't think anyone was, but Jarell woke us all up, and our new friend Gaslo, the one who we played cards with, was being abducted, I think, by the looks of things from the room. Anyway, we swiftly put a stop to that. Our small dwarven friend with the gauntlets obliterated one person with a very, very loud boom. I don't know if he cast a spell or if it was just the way he hits. I'm not entirely certain at the moment. I've only just met him. But I don't want to be on the receiving end of that, if that is the case. Gaslo, we saved him, and then basically said he would take the fall for us and tell us that it was in self-defense and we were to run and hide, and that's where we got to last time.
So, just as a clarifying point, the introductions in the recaps. They're not spoken to the group at large, they are spoken to you as the audience. So he's not suddenly stopped in the middle of what he's done and started to all these people that what they've just witnessed, because that'd be insane.
Break the fourth wall.
Yes, so we do have a little bit of bookkeeping just before we get started. Just to remind everybody at the table, if you have shot off any arrows in the previous combat, make sure you've marked it off. As a reminder to everyone, because you woke up in the middle of the night and you have confirmed to me that you're not wearing armour, your ACs need to reflect that until you get a chance to re-don your armour. You have not benefited from a long rest. However, you have slept long enough that if you want to benefit from a short rest, you can. So, more vital for classes like Warlock, where they actually get things back. Not you plebs that only get it on a long rest. So, last bit of bookkeeping. This will be familiar to some of you. Someone at the table, roll me a d20, please.
Oh, I think you should. Go on.
There we go.
7.
7.
So for the audience at home, the reason I'm asking for these rolls is it relates to tables, progression of timelines and things that are going on behind the scenes. The players don't know what it's for, but it is related to things and progression. So I'm not going to tell you, the audience, what it is, because I don't want to tell them what it's for. Plus, they squirm, and I like them squirming.
So mean.
So, now someone else, can I have a d4, please?
Alright. You no dice.
2.
Okay.
Bang average. Yeah.
Thank you. That's all I need. So, last we left off, you had rushed into the bedroom of Gaslow. Roused from sleep by the banging upon your doors from Jarrell as he rushed over to try and force his way in, found the door locked, and through the combined efforts of a solid whack from Philip and an eldritch blast from Val, the door was taken off its hinges and the party was witness to two figures, cloaked fully, and both donning what looked to be handmade owl masks, which obscured their features. In the process of dragging Gaslow out of his bed back towards the window by the hair with enough force that he'd actually had some of his locks wrenched free. He was in a state of disorientation, in panic, but the abductors themselves were more than a little surprised not only to have somebody interrupt their abduction, but to blow the door clean off of its hinges and follow them with large, very threatening weapons being wielded. The first was cut down before he could make the window. Cleft in half, head, torso, lower torso, hitting the ground at separate intervals, while his companion balanced precariously upon this barren banister. Shock kept him rooted in place. A few solid whacks threatened to dislodge him. And then, finally, a thunderous punch to the ribs, which not only broke his ribs, but sent him flying off the banister, 3 floors down to the streets below, where his neck made impact with solid ground, shattering it, breaking it, killing him instantly. The thunderous boom which resulted from the casting of this spell carried a good 300 feet. Jarrell, can I please have an Arcana roll from you?
Arcana. Yeah, of course you can. 16.
16.
Yeah.
Everyone here that cast spells had components which were not subtle. They were verbal or somatic, and you cast it in front of one another. Those that cast spells themselves would recognise these things. Can anyone not cast spells? You can both roll Arcana as well. Your Arcana roll was for a separate thing. Your passive perception is high enough that when your gnomish companion was rushing towards the door to come out and help, you heard words being uttered. Your Arcana roll was to tell whether or not what he was muttering sounded like groggy, sleep-roused grumbling or the casting of a spell. Although no one else apart from you caught it, you recognised, although you did not see him, casting a spell. Everyone else, you don't get a chance to save. What did you two roll?
Rolled an 18, got 17.
3.
You do not recognise the casting of spells. To you, it just sounds like normal battle cry. You rolled a 3 and you can't currently cast spells.
No, but even Eldritch Blast, that's pretty visual.
Unless it is something like an obvious launching of a flame. I'm talking more for things like Hunter's Mark.
Yeah,
right, okay.
Because
That's a big punch.
you don't know whether or not the
Yeah, that
cloak
was
that he was carrying was more like.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
The punch is also an exception. It can be heard for 300 feet. He spoke before he hit it, and let's face it, even someone as solidly built as a dwarf is not going to hit someone and have it echo for 300 feet.
Well, you know.
I mean,
It goes ramble out.
I'm guessing
So-
Gwyn called the more subtle spells.
Yes.
I notice the small things.
The only one that you didn't, the only person that noticed the spell casting from the gnome was yourself.
Yeah.
And that's because your passive perceptions are too low that you wouldn't have heard him in the din of battle anyway.
I also hadn't left my room at that point.
Yes.
True.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
Now,
Sorry, I was trying to be sneaky.
the conversation that followed from these two individuals being swiftly dispatched was hurried, and everybody was still riding the high of adrenaline. Gazlo urging you to leave the room, to head towards Gwyn's, which is the closest, and the first name that comes to his mind is the urgent encouragement for you to leave so that he can speak with the City Watch, which will inevitably come. It won't come quick, because this has already been disclosed to you, and as those that have been in the city for more than a couple of days would know, you're in an area where people wear open gang tattoos on their face. It's not going to be a rapid response, which is probably the reason that people aren't already rushing up the stairs, because who knows what the hell's going on. Nobody wants a part of that. You're waiting for the guys that are carrying the swords and the shields and similar, which is probably your saving grace at this particular moment. You have been asking to leave Dusk, I'll get the right one,
Yeah.
Dusk behind, your largest sword.
Yeah.
This being, although it begrudgingly accepted by you, it does make sense in hindsight as you are leaving it there that the small rapier that Gazlo does carry is not enough to cleave a man into.
I'm trying to convince him otherwise.
So he has urged you, leave,
Mm-hmm.
go to your room, wait, I will explain this. I will rejoin you as soon as the matter is solved, as soon as I am not going to have you getting in trouble for saving my life. So please, take them to your room and wait. Please.
Fine. Give me my sword back.
Once,
When you can.
yes, I will. I promise you, I've already sworn on my life, I will look after your sword. Just, please.
Well, let's get the fuck out of here, I guess.
Yes, we need to talk about you and you, definitely.
Well, I'm still stood in the doorway.
My back is to you.
Let's move. We can talk afterwards.
I'll push the doorman into my room.
On the way out,
into a different door.
because my room was right next to
Yes.
his, I'm going to duck in and grab my armor.
Right. Okay. You rush inside and you grab your things from the head of the bed. Fortunately, it's not all scattered over the top of it because your bed was claimed
Yeah.
by your sprite companion,
Yeah.
who had a more pressing need to languish in luxury than you did. After 3 days, of dealing with humans and hiding and
Being shot on.
Yeah.
being shat on in
she
chamber
was
pots.
shitting on people.
Oh no, she was hiding in chamber pots. She
Oh, she
threatened
was,
to shit on
yeah.
these guys.
Yeah.
Or rather get the cow to. So, while you go in and see Alia still at the window trying to open it, she stops the moment she sees you and releases it and then immediately flitters over to the side of you, tries to peer out, but doesn't otherwise say anything. As soon as the figurative shit starts flying in this situation, she has a well-practiced habit of shutting up and just waiting for you to tell her to do something.
If she comes over to me, I'm going to just be like, it's fine, everything is fine. And I'm going to go over to the window, I'm going to unlatch it and open it and say, just leave for now, find me later, alright?
When do you want me to come
Just
back?
give it a day or two, okay? Whenever you think is best, but this needs to die down for now.
Do I come back here?
I don't think we will still be here.
How do I find you?
You found me once already, you'll have to find me again for now. The City Watch are on their way. You need to leave.
If you need me, summon me. You know how.
I will. Just stay safe, please.
And you, and Jarrell, and she flips to the window and goes up, and then is gone.
She likes me.
Not for long.
Okay. What is everyone else doing?
Dashing into Gwyn's room,
Yeah.
tucking the arrows back into my quiver, slapping the bow back onto my back, and just sort of probably plonking down in your bed, to be honest, just taking a bit of a breather. Just
Okay.
I'll walk into Gwyn's room, have a quick look round, see that it's pretty much the same as the others, and I'll notice a peculiar thing. I'll walk over to the single chair, and I'll be like, do all of these rooms have one of these chairs?
What is it? What's with the chair?
And he'll just plonk himself, sit cross-legged on this chair, and again try to bolster himself up a bit so he looks a bit stronger and prouder, because he, as a gnome, is a very small person. And he finds this whole concept of a singular chair in the room quite odd.
Okay, so you've rushed into the room. Gwyn, you've gone into the room.
Yes.
What about the rest? You've gone in as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. What about...
Does anybody have a cloth? Of some form?
poke my head back out. Why? What?
Oh, I'm coming in. It's well, I don't want to get the blood on my daggers on my silk pajamas, you know.
It's not going back to your room. You just use them.
I know, I'm in your room.
Oh.
That's why I want a cloth. I
So-
want my room.
Just to clarify, has everyone gone into Gwyn's room?
Yeah.
Yes.
Has anyone done anything apart from you before going into Gwyn's room?
Do you need armour?
I am.
Probably at some point.
You can hear footsteps coming up the stairs.
Maybe close the door.
Yeah. Let's get in. Let's shut the fuck up and close this door. Everybody who used some kind of magical shit, try and get that traces away from you, because we all know what they do here.
I mean, so who did?
So the door's shut.
Yes.
I mean,
I know you did. Well, I know you did.
I
How
will,
about we keep quiet while the witch
Yes.
hunters are about?
I'll push the dwarf against the door to keep the door shut.
What, like someone put like a wardrobe against it.
Yeah, exactly.
So the metal scrape noise just get
I'll
pushed.
just tell you to stand there.
Okay.
Don't let it open.
Just facing the door.
No, we'll turn you around to face us.
Like a spinning top. So, the footsteps loom larger and louder. Rushing up the stairs, initially, the first few footsteps are light enough to suggest that it's somebody that was asleep that has actually mustered the courage to come up. The heavy, metallic, clinking sounds that follow suggest someone in armour, in pairs, coming up the stairs minutes after.
right. Is there anything in this room that one could possibly tuck in behind, per se? Or sort of...
You have the
Wardrobe.
So the
The
chest of
the cupboard
drawers.
at the back.
So as you come into the room, rectangular room,
Yeah.
beds to your left.
Mm-hmm.
Like all of them, apart from Gaslow's room, the layout is uniform. So with the head of the bed closest to the door and coming away from it, you have the singular bed to your left. Equidistance from the end of the bed, but on the right hand side of the room, you have the chest of drawers.
Yeah.
You have a single chair at the end of the bed, facing the wall.
Yeah.
Or not facing the wall, facing away from the wall. And at the end of the room, just behind like a miniature kind of step or seat that you could perch on, you have the windows that open out to a balcony that's about a foot and a half jutting out from the door. This room, unlike the other, does open out to the street below. And you can see the front of the Will-o'-the-Wisp tavern down below and the open area where people would go out and seat themselves. The rooms on the other side were the ones that opened out into the alleyway, which was blocked off by the neighbouring building.
Okay.
So now you have a bit more of an open view if anyone were to go there. However, what is everyone currently doing?
I might
You can hear sound of movement outside the door.
I might set up a quick watch, just keeping an eye on the front, sort
Okay.
of tucking into one of the corners, trying to stay mildly obscured, but not too worried about that, just keeping an eye on the front door just to see who's coming in and out.
Okay, so for the sake of that, we're going to just reiterate about the new hide rules. So to hide now, you make a stealth check against a DC 15.
Okie doke.
If you do not make that DC 15,
Yeah.
you do not gain the invisible condition. The invisible condition only applies if people cannot see you,
Yeah.
You do not make a noise that's louder than a whisper. You don't cast a spell with a verbal component. And obviously someone doesn't come out and you don't make an attack. So we will count this as obscured because you have got the drapes in front of you.
Perfect. Philip's going to cause us so many problems being quiet down the line.
Yeah.
16 stealth.
Okay.
So I am.
Well, keep in mind at the moment, anyone that does need a stealth check, Philip included, you do not get disadvantage on stealth because you're not currently armed.
Yes.
But I won't be making one.
You would not think to
You
make
see,
one.
I think if we're ever hiding, you guys should all get a bonus because I'm just a perfect distraction. You guys can all hide and I'm just walking down the centre of a corridor like clonk, 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 clonk.
Just imagine in this instance, everyone's hiding, keeping quiet, and it's going to be like, is there anyone in there? And it's
Oh.
In that case, I'm going to put my hand on his mouth.
like, fortunately, there is no one knocking on the door currently. As you are up against the window and you glance out, you can see what looks to be about 6 city watch guards out with torches.
Yeah.
That are currently there just watching the building and glancing, and as they kind of, one of theirs gaze goes upwards and sweeps across the top of the rooms and windows, you duck slightly back in.
I like the idea that we've got.
And his
blue and
gaze
red
continues
torches.
to go over from window to window.
Okay.
And they seem to be discussing, but their attention, the ones that are outside, again, a telling fact of the dangerousness of the outskirts is the fact that their attention isn't so much on the building as it is on the street and the people that are moving back and forth.
Okay.
So they're there, they're guarding the entrance, but their attention is outwards. But you've heard at least 2 people coming up the stairs before, and as you've moved to different positions within the room, there was the sound of people stepping from carpeted flooring to wood as they stepped over the broken door.
Yeah.
And then there is the sound of conversation.
Okay.
Heated conversation,
Yeah.
an animate conversation, but between the door and the slight distance to the area, you can't quite make out what's being said unless you were to make an effort to do so.
Right. I'll just keep an eye on the front, and I'll just be like,
Okay. Doesn't sound like anyone is currently by the door, so speaking in a whisper should be okay until someone were to come closer. What is everyone currently doing?
I'll stand near the door in case anybody does knock, and I'll go out if needed. Just because I know the guy and we've been seen together downstairs, so it makes sense.
Val will be probably putting his armour on, but you guys will notice that even though he didn't have it on initially, he's still wearing just his like standard sort of like commoner clothes, like a shirt and trousers and stuff, but he still had his cloak on. The giant green cloak with the dragonfly symbol on the back. He's had that on the entire time, he's not taken it off. And his armour, as he's putting it on, you'll notice it just clips to the front, it doesn't go to the back. So when he's like putting it on, it covers the top of his arms and his chest, and it's just like from there down is just still the shirt and stuff, so it's just like a chest piece essentially.
it's a crop top.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
So he's just going to pop that on and start tightening it around his arms, but he's as quietly as possible because he is aware of making too much noise, so he's going to be...
What's it made of?
It's leather.
Yeah. I mean, the odd creaks of leather are not enough to overhear the din. Their attention is firmly within that room. If anyone is out in the hallway, then not making enough noise to be heard, and you've heard them all move down there, so putting on your armour doesn't worry you that they're going to be overheard. What's everyone else doing? You're putting on your armour, you're at the window.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Cass?
I am looking at these two and going, so, are you two using magic willy-nilly? Are you registered?
No.
You know how dangerous that is in the city, right?
What?
Using magic unregistered.
No, I don't use magic.
Philip, when you punched that man,
Yes.
you made a very, very distinctly loud noise
Well,
that some people may consider magic in nature.
metal gauntlet. Big punch. Big noise.
I see.
Not
I've
usually that.
seen a lot of chests being caved in.
Oh, okay.
They don't make that noise.
His did.
Yes,
It also
yeah.
made the noise when he went.
Yeah, that part's quite common.
Yeah.
Yes, but the loud bang, that was magical.
Not many punches can be heard miles away.
And
Mine did.
Do yours often sound that loud?
Occasionally, yes.
Do you feel anything when you punch like this?
Yes. Well, when you punch something solid, you feel it all the way up your arm. It's quite a. You ever punched a brick? Like
No.
your hand suddenly stops and all that force just goes.
Philip, it was my understanding that you city folk
I'm not
go
from the city.
to.
I'm not from the city.
Oh, okay. So
No.
you didn't have to go to the Scholar Arcanum.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, okay.
That was my point. The Scholar Arcanum, you need to be part of it to use magic legally. You, whatever you did from your hand, you blasted that door straight off its hinges.
I weakened it.
Yes.
That doesn't take away from the fact that he blasted something from his hand.
The point is the magic he used, not the fact that he did the deed.
Did you notice him doing that?
No.
Okay.
I will be honest. I forgot that casting spells was frowned upon here.
Right. Well,
I'm not from here, or at least haven't been for a while. I forgot. I apologise.
Remind me, Val, your left arm's the one that's bandaged?
Yes.
Right, okay. So those that are, to be honest, any of you would probably know this. Maybe, well, no, even Phil would know.
That's cool. That's the baseline.
No, he served
That's
in
all
the army
Yeah,
for the
that's
Wolf
true.
of Elysium. He'd know, because this was routinely checked. Those that have attended the Scholar Arcanum, undergone the indoctrination, undergone the training, are all branded on the left wrist. There are means of checking if this is a false brand.
Yeah.
None of you have that brand. Because you are currently all in night clothes, or the equivalent of your night clothes. The only one that is probably obscured, and even then they have ways of checking, is Philip with the gauntlets.
Good luck getting these bad boys off.
There are still ways for them to check, however, and you also know that that is claiming it's covered does not exempt you from being tested. In fact, it's more likely to invite a testing, and the tests are not that easy to trick.
Philip, have you ever heard of something called the dulling? I think this could answer some other questions.
My brothers used to call me that a lot.
Ah, I see.
Was that dulling or dull?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, carry on.
I've heard of the dulling and how it removes people from the weave, and it has some effects on their personality. Okay.
That sounds sad.
Like how? Affects how? I know the basics, but I've never met somebody who has been dulled before. Have you?
I've just heard what the tales have been told to me by travellers, and could perhaps be. Ah, okay.
So, those that, for the sake of more information, who's trained in Arcana or Medicine?
No.
No.
Medicine.
I'm trained in Arcana.
Medicine, right, okay. You can roll Medicine?
Arcana trained.
You're trained in both of those, okay. This will influence what additional I share, just in case you, as players, might have forgotten it, in case, rather than your character's just not saying.
The more I'm trying to insinuate that Philip might have been
Yeah.
What?
That's an dirty 20.
Dirty 20, okay.
15 Arcana.
I'm not trained in anything.
Oh, I thought you said you were. Sorry. I'm not trained in anything.
He's just suspicious.
I'm a blank slate.
It's where I surprise you guys and roll for ball.
So, from a medical point, the reactions to people that have been subjected to the dulling have almost been universal. The only thing that varies is how quickly it onsets. The loss of personality, the loss of capacity to really do anything, they become very much an empty shell. How long this takes, as I said, varies depending on the person, but there is always a significant loss of something key to that person, as the process itself removes a fundamental part of their genetic and arcane makeup, making them unable to interact with the weave. From an arcana standpoint, the dulling itself, the process of the dulling, severs the connection permanently with the ability to connect to the weave. If anyone's ever been able to re-establish that connection, it's never been documented. And if it was, you can imagine that the response would be extreme, because the dulling is their way of policing magic. To have somebody discover a way of rendering that redundant or ineffective would be huge. So to anyone that is a magic user, being subjected to the dulling is perhaps the worst thing that could happen to you.
Okay.
So, how about we keep the magic to a minimum and the loud punches to a minimum?
Yes, guys, please stop casting magic.
Do you have any other types of punches that you do?
Yes, so there's a jab.
Philip, just
You can hear footsteps coming out the corridor.
There's a jab, and then there's my favourite, the uppercut. That's a fun one.
Okay.
A hook,
So any,
and sometimes I punch with my legs.
so I'm more mean like, are there any kind of like loud punches or any kind of like, do you set anybody on fire when you punch them, or
No, that would be weird.
that would be weird. Okay, thank you for clarifying.
It also depends where you punch them, because if I punch them in the jaw, they tend not to make a noise because the jaw's all like. But if I punch the guy in the ribs, like he did, he tends to go, "Arr!" and he screams because all the air leaves his lungs.
I can't wait to be good friends with you, Philip.
thank you for the clarity.
Jarell's gaze slips ever so slightly from the sort of the street outside and rests gently on his new gnomish companion after he says keep the magic down to a minimum. And there's a brief sort of almost a wry smile before he then looks back to the street, just catching your attention for the briefest moment before he keeps an eye out again. At this point, completely silent.
I must be honest, I'm looking forward to seeing how Gazlo is going to explain that fucking loud noise. Even with a sword, he can explain bisecting somebody. That noise, however, is a different thing entirely.
Yes, also he doesn't have a bow, and I'm fairly certain I left an arrow in one of them.
Well, we are fucked in that case.
And nobles speak with coin.
Fair.
I have idea.
That's a very hasty generalisation.
He could say there was third person who escaped, who did all the bad things.
But then they would come looking, and the idea is to not have them
Yes,
looking.
but they would go looking for this person,
They might come to us.
but it wouldn't be us.
No, but they don't know that.
I think it's best if we move on.
The
Yes.
owl mask, does that mean anything?
Pull
Oh,
one out from my robe when I picked it up.
Are you part of
He's one of them.
He's not one of them, don't
Oh.
worry.
does this mean anything to...
I throw it off. Yeah.
Rip it out the window.
Just out.
It's been frozen between us.
Drink, I'll catch
It
it.
lands on one of the guards, his companion shoots it.
Perfectly on his face.
When I look over this mask, do I see any druid markings, anything that could symbolise something not as a gang, but as something to do with a druidic circle, perhaps.
Okay. Roll investigation for me.
I'm not exactly a smart cookie, but
Smarter than 7.
Well done.
Right. So just to get it in my
19.
head, you're by the window.
Yep.
You're by the door. You're by the door.
I am
Where are
the
you
door.
two?
I probably would be by the bed. That's where I'd be putting my arm.
Right. Okay.
I will also have my bow in hand while I'm there.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Stood in the centre of the room, trying not to touch anything.
Right.
I would assume you got tucked into it. You're like, well, I'm staying for the night.
Is there anything like a basin or something? Because is there no running water, I'm assuming?
Yeah. There's basins to wash in each of the rooms. That's to the left of where the window is, back towards the end of the room, that has water in it.
Okay. Is there anything like taps and drains?
Because some of you have bits
You need to-
on you.
But you need to bring stuff up, and then
Yeah.
any excess water gets out the window.
Yeah, because we can't really do that if you have bloody knives.
Yes. I don't want to
so-
put them on my silk pyjamas.
While you're checking that, double check something.
That's never a
Yeah.
good sign.
Let me double check that. Passive perception.
Can you all roll a d20?
Oh.
Everyone apart from Philip.
We're going to hear that one a lot.
The sound of movement from metallic clinking can be heard in the room behind the wall to your right as you come into the room, which you know to be your room.
fuck.
Did you leave anything in there?
Well, I left my leathers in there. I would have left my backpack, my bow, my shield.
Oh, okay, fair bit.
Well, I signed a
What?
confession that I do magic.
My
Picture of me doing magic
One receipt for a wand.
as opposed to me flipping off the Scholar Arcana.
there would be a net in there, a herbalism kit, a healer's kit, and regular adventuring stuff.
I know.
What was your roll for the investigation? 19. Okay. There are no druidic markings on this. It's well whittled, but it's clear, especially from somebody that lives amongst nature and would have to deal with a degree of whittling and working with wood, that this is not a professional quality mask. It's good, but there's a lot of things where you could look at it and be like, it's not going to win any beauty contests. It's obviously an owl in the right light, the right angle, maybe. But it's not like they were purchased from, like, they were clearly made. From what you can recall, when you rush into the room and bonked the guy off before he...
Phrasing.
Jeez,
Oh,
right. God, it was a vigorous night.
Yeah.
Good lord. I thought we were moving into the dark fantasy realm now. We were getting away from the dick jokes.
No, I'm getting that out of my system before we
I will say, if
Vibrating
there's one thing I know about dark fantasy is there's a dick joke on every page. Every page.
That's very true.
before you ran in and smacked him with your stick.
It's better. It's better.
That's about as good as you're going to get. You did note that the guy that fell off of the balcony to the ground below had similar mask. Slight variation in the design, but you get the variations are more just because these are not professionally made than because they were trying to differentiate them.
Yeah.
For you, roll history.
Okay.
Can you tell what it's made of?
Wood.
It's just
Oh,
wood.
wood.
Can't wood.
Wood. And in the meantime,
Never let alone.
Wood with basic straps to keep it around.
12.
12. Okay.
we can still hear them rooting all this while.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's not a lot of movement. In fact, actually, you roll perception for me.
4 plus. Christ, where's it gone? 5. 9!
Okay.
Can I don the mask, or is it too big for my...
busted.
little-
I mean, the no-fits tend to be a bit on the larger side than, say, for a halfling, so I could imagine you could put it on and it'd be comfortable enough. But I was about to use a certain phrase there, I'm not going to now.
Use it.
Excessive movement would cause it to you'd have to reset it, seating. I didn't necessarily fit the guys that were wearing it. I can see you, Josh. It didn't even fit the guys that were wearing it, because when they were jostled and they were trying to get away from the advancing madman with the giant sword, it did get dislodged. So you can put it on your face, and as long as you're not moving around erratically, it doesn't necessarily move. You do need to tighten the straps a bit. It's sweaty, and it's not terribly comfortable. Most of the attention was on the outside of the mask. The inside of the mask is more just like you put a block of wood kind of against your face that curves slightly and has holes there where you can actually see through, but it's not like moulded for comfortable fit.
If I may say as well, that's off of the decapitated one.
That's fine. A little bit of blood's.
Yep.
Yeah, his mum's not like stitched in his name or anything.
No.
I'll just move
Just that belongs to.
I'll just move to kind of squat in the chair that I'm currently in, holding my staff while wearing this owl mask, just peering around the room at everyone.
I think it's best if we hide that for now.
Maybe not the wisest to put it on.
Owls are wise.
Yes, but
The
owls
sound
may
of
be.
movement from the room recedes.
Okay.
Away, or is it coming closer? Can we,
Oh, you can, if you're listening.
Can we tell if they're going into other rooms? What about perception?
What have you got hidden?
Doing things I don't want found. 11.
They're going across the hall.
That's
Crap, it's toward
Right.
my room.
if in doubt, I can leave.
Listening in, it's occurred to you,
Let's check it out.
all of your rooms are open.
Oh, yeah, they
Your
are. Yeah.
beds, not all of them, but quite a few of them have evidence of having been slept in.
Yeah.
Yours didn't, because you prodded it with a knife and refused to sleep on it.
Didn't you sleep on the floor?
I did sleep on the floor, yes, but my gear's been there.
So, however, you did
Yeah.
sit on your bed
I did
when
sit
you
on it,
saw
yeah.
earlier,
Yeah.
so it's clear that someone's been in there.
Yeah, there's signs, and there's also armour, a random sort of ever so
And your
slightly-
windows wide open because you couldn't lock it.
Windows wide open, a mildly rusty, pretty big scimitar, and a backpack and some leather armour as well.
So it sounds, and you can deduce from the fact that people have picked up the sound of people moving in armour
Yeah.
just beyond the wall.
Oh shit!
That
There's
they are
30
going
quid in
between the
there as well.
open. They are going between the rooms and looking.
Do we stop them?
I can exit here if you stay and I'll try and talk to them.
It's better than them nicking everything we own.
Yeah, there's a few things which might be a bit suspect in my room.
Okay.
Suspect?
Thieves' tools, burglary kits,
Oh, I've got one of them as well.
forgery kits.
I'm
Yeah,
going to
go
leave
out.
now. Okay. Can you just move for a second, and then you can go back in position and hold the door. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna try and slip out, closing the door quickly behind me as I can. But I'll look worried. Be like, what's happened? I heard a loud noise.
What are you currently wearing?
I'm just like my normal clothes. Like I would have gotten hastily dressed.
Okay,
I don't have armor.
no. But keep in mind you did cleave a guy in half in close range.
It was with a very large sword, so it could have been very far away from me. No, okay.
This would obviously have gone through your mind before
Yeah.
you stepped out, which is why I'm just clarifying. Did you change before you've gone
I
out?
think I would have initially gone out when I first went out with my pajamas on. So
Okay.
I now would have gotten changed into normal civilian clothing
You
did
if
yes.
I needed to
Yeah.
exit. Yeah.
Bloody PJs, normal clothes.
Bloody PJs, that's fine.
Yeah.
Sometimes it happens.
It does. It can't always be accounted
In my mind, you had one of those 1920s gowns on.
Ebenezer
As like
Scrooge.
I've just killed my fifth husband gown. Like with the fur trim, like, what's going on, officers?
As I say, Ebenezer Scrooge.
He walks out with a black and white in a burglary thing.
Yeah.
Swag bag.
Yeah, with white and black stripes, yeah. I'll just go out. There was a noise, a very, very loud noise. Is everything okay? Gazlo, well, what's happened?
So as you stepped out, first thing you notice is you look towards Where are you looking as you
Um,
step out?
just like up and down the hall,
Okay.
probably initially towards Gaslow's, because I'm assuming that's just what I instinctively do.
Okay. So Gaslow is currently at the balcony,
Hmm.
and he's speaking to someone that is in half plate, who is currently looking out of the window towards the ground below, but he looks over as soon as you start speaking.
Yeah.
There is two men within the corridor, one on the threshold of your room,
Yes.
of the room that you saw
Jarrell.
Jarrell come out of. I was about to call you Jarek. Who the hell is
Oh,
Jarek?
God.
Jarrell. He was currently in the doorway, and he's midway through speaking to someone when you come out, and he turns and looks again, half plate. Fine looking half plate, with dents and scrapes that suggest that these aren't just ornamental things, which you'd expect given where they are currently working,
Exactly.
that they've seen their own share of it. The one that looks towards you looks to be a grizzled man, close cut hair, scar across his face, and one of his eyes is milky white from where the scar divides. And he currently looks at you, stops midway what he says, and glances down the corridor to the head of the stairs. And when you look further down, you see the man that was bartending.
Okay.
It's clearly the owner for this tavern because he is wearing night gear.
Right.
And he nods and then kind of glances at you and then nods at him again towards this guard. And the guard turns in the door, pulls the door shut so that his companion's obscured, and then turns to face you. There was a disturbance a few minutes ago, I'm assuming that's what's roused you up.
I mean, definitely. It was incredibly loud.
Do you mind answering a few questions?
Sure, I mean, I don't see why not.
Just in general,
Yeah.
roll a deception check for me.
Do you prefer heroic inspiration? Didn't you, as well?
That is a 14.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So what is it that you heard exactly?
An incredibly loud boom.
Okay. From where?
Well, it sounded like it came from everywhere. It was incredibly loud.
And anything else that you heard?
A kerfuffle, maybe. Well, I can clearly see something's happened in that room. It sounded like it was coming from there, but that was certainly not what roused me. It was definitely the large boom. And then I obviously got dressed and came out here to see what the commotion was.
What was that name you said a moment ago?
Gaslow?
Gasler. Is that the gentleman that's in the end room?
Yes, it's the first time I've seen him in years. We caught up tonight.
So you know him?
Well, vaguely.
Okay.
As I say, it's been many
What's
years.
your name, sir?
Gwyn.
Gwyn. What's your full name, Gwyn?
Gwyn Valentine.
So you said that you've met up with him today.
Well, we didn't deliberately meet up with him. He actually cornered me in a bar. I mean, if you ask the bar person down there, I'm sure they would corroborate.
He looks down the end of the corridor towards the bartender who just nods.
Is that, what was her name? What's the next?
No, it's not her.
Deirdre.
It's the one that was manning the bar rather than one of the waiting staff.
Okay.
So as you're saying this, the door behind this guard opens.
Yeah.
And the other one leans out. It looks as though he's carrying something. And he leans in and whispers. And the guard stops, keeping an eye on you in his peripheral. Listens and then nods. And then pulls the door back shut. Do you mind if we speak in your room, just so that we're not...
If I'm perfectly honest, I've had a gentleman caller. I would rather keep my affairs...
That's great. I'd like to speak to him and find out what he said as well.
Open the door and can we...
Drainog will point. Can you hear this outside?
Everyone do perception.
Yeah.
God.
This is how the campaign ends.
Oh, for fuck.
Okay. I'm going to use
May have been a few
heroic
gentlemen.
inspiration.
So for those at home, heroic's inspiration is now. It doesn't give you advantage; it gives you a reroll. The humans at the table, which makes up the majority of the party, I think, get it back at the end of a long rest. As a reminder, you do not benefit from a long rest. So if you didn't start with it, although you would have, you wouldn't have gotten it back. So,
is this an opportunity where one could use lucky?
read to me the text for lucky if you have it, because I'm not working on the assumption it works the same.
2 per long rest, you give disadvantage or you take advantage.
Okay, yep, so it doesn't count as one of the rerolls, so are you giving yourself a roll, or do you want him to...
I'm giving myself one.
Okay, so mark off a point.
Yeah, I have done. Cool, it was a natural one, but now it's 23.
Okay, 23,
7.
7,
18.
18.
Oh, sorry. My natural 20 bounced to a 2, so a 5.
Oh.
Question: does being literally at the door change anything for me?
It is you.
It is me though. Does that take me from disadvantage to a regular roll?
I think you actually have
Why do you
disadvantage.
have disadvantage?
Because I'm just an idiot. No, I don't actually have it.
I was going to say, sure, I'll give you advantage. Well, yes, I'll give you advantage because it's on the other side of the door.
Okay, it's 1 point higher. I'm on 11.
And you're in the doorway anyway, so...
It's your conversation.
Do you know why I said I had General Gola?
So, everyone that rolled 10 or higher... Yes! You're too distracted. Cassie, by the thoughts of, shit, they're going in my room.
Yeah.
And the thoughts of everything that are in there, that you've left behind, that they can come across, that your DM has a list of.
Vibrating bag.
Yeah. Vibrating health.
So you are slightly distracted, not fully paying attention, but everybody else would hear, at the very least with the 10, Gwyn's side of the conversation. For 13 or higher, you'd hear the guard responding.
Yeah. For 23, you see light in a different way.
Oh yeah, you
suddenly realise you're a
you
figure
taste
on a board.
colours. You taste colours and invent new ones.
Question.
Go on.
This is obviously still on the same floor, so I'm assuming if we were to look out the window, we could still get to the roof from this.
You can,
yeah.
but there are 6 guards on the ground
That's
below
what I
in
was
the
gonna-
front,
yeah.
so there is a chance they'd see you.
I was gonna chat after hearing this exchange and him saying, "I've got a gentleman caller," and vaguely hearing what the thing you said. I get the idea. I'm gonna run over to Jarrell and just say, or like kind of sidle up next to him and just be like, "Are the guards still outside?"
They are, aren't they? Yes, I've got an idea. And I would like to have a very quick scan of because it's like a street, isn't it?
Yeah, so if you imagine the building shaped like a U,
Yep.
you are on one of the short upper points of the U facing the body. So you're looking towards the front door.
So there's a fairly big area of like street around me.
There's a street off towards the left
Yep.
that runs straight down.
Can I
and-
see a bin?
Always expecting that to go.
Or
Not a bin. If you wanted to chuck something where they wouldn't see it from the ground, you could chuck it atop one of the overhangs for the tables, where the people would normally go and sit. You do have rudimentary kind of cloth overhangs to prevent shit from being chucked out of windows onto the people.
it's harder with an arrow.
Oh yeah, that'll go straight through.
How far is it to the street? How far down would you say?
3 floors.
So
Yeah,
feet, like
probably about
30.
30 foot.
I could just do it.
Oh wait, I've got a way out,
So,
but it's risky.
because he is asking this question, if you're going to make an excuse, what's your excuse? If he buys your excuse or wants to discuss it, you'll give these guys a bit more time. Otherwise, I'm going to go around the table, you're going to tell me exactly what you're doing, and then I'm moving on. Because you haven't got long.
Yeah.
So, what's your response to this call?
I have an idea.
No.
Well, I would say we can go talk to him, but he's a little bit tied up at the moment. Quite sensory deprived.
I don't need his hands and legs to work as long as his mouth does.
Well, his ears have been covered as well as his eyes.
With respect, sir, I need to hear that from him, not you.
I don't think he has the ability to speak right.
Right. Roll deception.
Again, not where I saw that going.
It's the only thing I can think of.
You could have said he was asleep.
Don't worry, I'm going to use my heroic inspiration for that too.
That too.
As in, I'm using my heroic inspiration to roll it.
Oh, you haven't had.
No.
Right. I thought you meant you were using it again.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
that's
Solid.
better.
15. I almost went on to nat 20 then.
Make sure you're marking these off, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah, don't worry.
So, what did you roll?
15 in total.
You're used to reading people.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't change his expression, but it's clear from the very, very slight way that his eyes narrow that he does not believe what you're saying, or thinks you're making an excuse for him not to go in the room.
Yeah. Look, it's a wild scene in there. We had a vigorous night. He needs to rest. There was a vibrating pommel at one point. I don't know how he brought that.
If you'd like to wake him up for us, please, sir.
Okay.
Could I speak to my friend first? I need to see if he's okay.
He starts taking steps towards the front of the door where you are, clearly intending to give you that momentary chance, but he is approaching the door. It's
Okay.
clear he intends to come in.
Okay, fine. I'll go wake him up first, make sure that the room looks respectable for a man of your stature. And then I will be out momentarily, and then you can speak to him, I'm sure.
Right. Is anyone... Right, so you've now got two chances.
Yep.
The first chance is while he's having this discourse with him. What was everyone doing?
Draenor was crouching on the cook chair in his
mask.
in his travelling tunic, clutching his staff, wearing an owl mask.
Okay.
Drell looked at Val with a little look that Val would recognise as he's about to try something, and begins moving his hands, not subtly like he did with his Hunter's Mark previously, but in a slow movement and an incantation, beginning to mutter something and looking out the window towards the collection of guards.
What are the components of the spell?
Verbal and semantic.
Right.
Fireball.
Level 1 fireball!
Shouts.
You can't see me.
I think you might be doing what I was.
Is the war open?
The
window
war open.
Is the window open?
I think it was closed.
It was close, I believe.
Bang.
Just hits the glass
now.
and bounces back.
Range 120 feet. Okay, cool, I can do this.
You're
Yeah.
not doing what I was thinking. Yeah.
Okay.
And there's little orange strands moving between his hands and sort of flowing from his eyes down to his hands. It is not subtle anymore. He's clearly doing something magical here.
As you're turning and going towards the door, you glance back towards the guard, and the guard's head shifts towards the door. Sounds like your friend's up.
That's very surprising if he is, because he was quite preoccupied with rope.
Unless you've got more than one person in there.
Well, there probably was at one point, but it got quite messy, and I think there was only one person left. I'm just going to knock on, make sure he's okay, and then go in and then come back out in a second.
So, what were you casting?
I'm casting Fog Cloud.
Oh, that is not what I was.
I'm casting Fog Cloud down at the gaggle of soldiers on the ground.
It's just
Right.
a minor illusion. isn't
So,
it?
we're going to go around the table and tell everyone else is going to tell me what they're going to do. I'm going to look up Fog Cloud.
I can give you the description.
Fog.
20-foot radius sphere of fog. The area is heavily obscured. A strong wind or gust of wind can remove it. And I can move it on a bonus actions concentration for
Yep.
1 hour with a range of 120 feet. So I cast it to centre it around the guards on the ground so that if we have to jump out the window, they can't fucking see us. Or go upstairs as well.
Batmaning them.
Yes, I'm Batmaning this.
Okay.
So I imagine it's quite a sudden thing, so maybe they'll react to it.
Yes, and look in the cloud and they can't see anything. It's fully obscured if they're within it.
Okay. What's everyone else doing before I respond to this?
I'm
You all in the room can see and hear him doing this.
What have we just talked about? What have we just...
But it takes 6 seconds, so he will get the spell off. However,
Well, I don't know what's going on outside, so I'm just... What have we just talked about?
right, okay.
Hearing the conversation, and he's been saying there is somebody else in the room. The guard is going to expect somebody to be here, so we can't all drop out. So I'm going to go over to you, and I'll be like, Cassian, do you have rope in your bag?
Yes.
Is it, do you have your bag with you?
No, it's in my room.
I had rope in my bag. Just
Is your bag
you
in
can
your
just look through my
Val.
bag.
What was your perception roll when you rolled?
Oh god, 18.
18. Yeah. So you would have heard. You would have heard.
Yes, yeah.
Right. Okay.
I'm just going to say to him as well, the guard is expecting somebody else to be in the room. You are not a magic user, the rest of us are. Can you stay, please?
Speak for yourself.
I mean, I guess. Is there any blood on my pajamas?
Not that I can see. No.
I believe you
seconds.
range shots here.
Range shot and
Yeah.
then daggers later.
Did you hit anyone?
Yes. Hamstring and chest.
Very bloody parts of the body. Possibly the most bloody.
There's going to be some splurge in there.
That's the point. Okay. You look over yourself. It's not quite the same as cleaving a guy in two. So there's what bits are on you, unless someone's given you a very close and attentive look, because your clothing was it bright or was it dark?
This is my pajamas, so these are quite dark.
Right. So yeah. So the chances of them actually seeing anything are low. Not got like 0, but they're low. So you've done the shots. You're speaking to him. You two can continue that conversation in a moment. You're coming into the room. What's Philip doing?
I heard both sides of the conversation because I rolled a 13.
Yep.
Which is the best roll I'll ever get this campaign.
Best you're ever going to get.
Yeah. So I heard him say, I'm going to come in, but I also heard him say, we've had a vigorous night. Shirt off. I grew up, I was in the army. I know when you get rumbled, you've just got to go with a bit. You don't lie.
Yeah.
Boom, straight off.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's
Okay.
what I'm trying to get him to do.
So as you're having this conversation, you just hear a tearing of buttons and glance over. Philip, who has just been like back to the door, just staring into the room, just out.
I would also, if anyone looking, you'll notice his gauntlets go all the way up to like almost his shoulder.
Okay.
Jesus.
Like they're basically just big gloves at this point.
Not quite oven mitts.
Yeah.
Love, pain.
Yeah.
And what is Draenor doing now? Just before they come in.
Draenor has no idea of the conversation outside, and he's seen Jarell start casting a spell, so he'll just kind of be staring at him and sort of slowly tilt his head like a dog that's kind of questioning, and then look sharply over at Philip, who's baring his chest.
Okay, right. So,
You're wiser. You just
What the best.
Jarell, you look outside.
Yeah.
You begin muttering,
Yes.
and you, Philip, hear from the door the words of the guard that suggest that he's heard something being said. But he said it, and as you gesture and make the movements with your hand,
Yes.
you finalise and you can feel that slight tug of the weave, almost as though your fingers are brushing over taut silk strands, and you pluck the ones you need to, and there is almost like a plume out from between the gaps on the floor, the stone flooring, where it plumes up and spreads out and begins to rise. And it takes them a moment to look and notice, because the guards are looking at the windows, but as they lower their gaze and notice, their heads drop and the reaction is immediate.
Yeah.
Hands go to swords, they start shouting to one another, the audible yell carries,
Okay.
and the lights, the torches they have, suddenly become less defined and more of glowing floating orbs within a plume of fog.
Yeah.
But one of their shouts goes out, and then a shout is heard from within the doorway, suggesting there's more guards inside.
Cool.
That
Yeah.
is almost instantaneously yelled up the stairs.
Yeah.
And Gwyn, the response of, as the guard steps straight up behind you, not only to reinforce the fact that yes, he is coming in, and to hear the voice, he stops as there is a yell from the stairs, and a guard appears at the base of the stairs from where it comes up and turns, and the landlord immediately pushes us back to allow field of view between the two guards, and as the guard looks, he looks at you, and then goes back to your door, and it opens again, and then there is footsteps as that guard rushes out. As you turn and watch, your pack goes with him.
Mine?
Yes.
He was in my room.
Your pack goes with him.
Mine was like the last room.
Yeah, your pack goes with him.
Okay.
Jarrell.
But they're distracted. It works, sort of.
So he's
maybe.
gone down. The guard that's there has taken a step back away from you, and his attention is currently at the base of the stairs. And then after a moment, he looks at you. I'll be back. And steps towards the stairs.
Okay.
Moves past the landlord. Whispers something. And then moves to the head of the stairs with his attention going down. He has not left the landing. If he turns his head, he can still see the door, but he is not currently in the doorway.
Was that the landlord or was that the
The guard that
Okay.
stepped away, sorry.
Okay.
The landlord's still at the head of the stairs where he was, kind of back against the wall looking between the two.
Yeah.
But he's kind of, his attention's drawn more towards the shouting going on downstairs.
Yeah.
The guard that's in with Gazlo
Mm.
steps out towards the doorway,
Mm.
and as he pulls a helmet out from underneath that has almost like a feathered top to signify rank,
Yeah.
puts it on his head and then marches past the door, and as he moves past the guard at the head of the stairs, mutters something, and the guard looks at him, looks back towards you for a long moment, and then follows him downstairs.
Oh god, okay, they're off the corridor. Off the corridor.
We're still stuck.
You can still hear sounds, and the shouts that you allow you
Yeah.
and Philip to roll perception, because you're the two closest to the points where these shouts will be heard.
I was next.
And Gwyn, sorry, because you're in the corridor.
Natural 20.
Yeah,
25.
everyone can roll actually.
25.
Everyone can roll.
Was it perception, did you say?
Yes.
Oh my god, they're off the corridor. Right. Out into the alley.
Unnatural 20. Natural 20.
13.
13.
3.
8.
15.
Okay. So, sorry, I muddled up the numbers.
25.
25?
15.
3.
20. Oh, sorry.
13.
8.
You don't hear anything. You can hear the bustle. From the sound of the shouts, the words magic user are uttered, and the urgency goes up.
Makes sense.
Who rolled over 20?
I rolled natural 20 and Harry hit 20.
Okay. You two hear one other word which gives rise to a bit of urgency, and that's the word interrogator.
Oh.
You're human, you're human.
Yeah.
You can roll history with the disadvantage, you can roll history.
Cool. I live with the sticks, I've got no idea. 5. 5. A double 5.
That means you win.
Fuckle.
12, 9 and 12. It's clear they're saying it as though it is a title or a rank. You have no idea what it is. But the words that precede it, given your perception rolls, are get the interrogator.
Yeah. Cool. We hear them storming down the corridor as well with those perceptions, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Cool. I was going to go for the window. And go, I think they've left the corridor.
Oh yeah, you're still at the window, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm still at the window. Yeah, hidden.
What was your
18.
how much?
18.
Oh, that's I got a natural 20. They are heavily obscured.
Yeah.
They are. Yes.
That also means we
Is
can't
that
see
another
anyone
natural
alive.
20?
No, it's a 16.
Okay.
Yeah.
3.
Believe me. I was always going to have multiple characters in this campaign.
Yeah, but you shouldn't be going into the campaign with that expectation, Josh.
I really like Jarrell. Please don't kill him now.
Consequences, my friend.
No, I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready. I'm
A
ready.
hail of arrows at the window.
Yes. It's a good distraction.
Okay, everybody, we've been rumbled. They think we're having an orgy. Close off.
Is that where you've got to?
As the
Yes,
spell,
that's what I think's still going on.
What do you do? Gaslow steps out,
yeah.
sees you, and is watching them. But what are you currently doing? They vanished on the stairs.
Okay, I'll just open the door, try and push the dwarf over. Just try and open the door as quite quickly as possible. I am very strong.
sort of focusing on the
Okay, right. Oh, is it concentration?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Right, I'm just going to say, get the fuck to your rooms, get your things and go. If we can go the other side of the building where you're doing something weird.
Yes.
Okay. So as soon as he drops whatever he's doing, I can't even see what's out there. We need to go out the other side. Can someone tie some ropes together and we can leave?
Well, I need to get my ropes, but yes.
Fucking move!
Okay, let's go. Let's do that. Get out of your pajamas, whatever you're doing.
Yes.
If one of you could look vaguely BDSM-y at one point, that would be good. Oh yeah.
I have leather pants, no shirt, and gauntlets.
If we want to explain the bloody daggers, we could cut you just a little.
Do it.
Draenag is going to just bolt out the room.
Right.
Take the mask off, Draenor. Take it off.
Leave the cook chair.
It's when he takes it off and his face has changed to the owl man. Okay, so people begin rushing out. Gaslow is dragging your sword over to you and he hands the pommel back before he rushes back in to grab his things. Where is everyone rushing to? You've all said you're rushing
I
out.
go to my room to get my stuff.
To each of our rooms.
Okay. Your stuff's gone.
Balls. Is that what my money
So
is?
is yours.
Okay.
Okay. Has anyone got a rubber?
Just get a second sheet for a while. just circle it.
Actually, yeah, we could just
try
do that.
missing.
What have I got? I have got arrows and a bow.
That's all you need. You've got your dignity.
Do you have your clothes?
I'm wearing my traveller's clothes. I'm not wearing my armour though. So that's down to 14.
Is anyone... no, you've left the window. Yeah.
I was going to give myself a clarified question from them taking his stuff.
Yes.
Did they just take his backpack?
Yes.
So his armour's still there?
So armor's still there.
Oh, I'm still there.
Oh.
Grab that.
Yeah, your armor's there. And basically your two backpacks. Basically what can easily be carried. Yeah, no.
Oh, right.
Does that in...
Was it in a backpack?
I would have had a herbalism kit, so it's kind of like a
If it's on you, it's on you. If
No, it
it's-
wasn't. It would have taken off.
No,
but it's
the only
not
thing he
like a-
carried, because he ran out to go and... When it
backpack.
was banged up, was whatever's in your backpack. So if it's not in your backpack,
Okay.
realistically, if it's not in your backpack, it's still in there.
Okay, so
Studded leather armour.
that's fine.
And no money. Cool. Yeah. Grab that. I will probably also fling my window. Well, my windows are open.
Yep.
And
Because yours can't shut.
and figure out how much it will break my leg if I jump.
It's 30 foot.
30 foot.
Right. So, just because I need a bit of an order in this,
Yes.
can someone just roll initiative for everyone, and then someone keep an eye on it on that side of the table while I do my notes, and then someone just go in order. Yes, of course.
Are we all rolling initiative or just one collective initiative?
No, for everyone independent. It's just so that I don't miss anyone, and so that you guys can go in some semblance of an order, because technically they're still in the building, and there's nothing stopping them from coming back up the stairs.
25 to 20.
Oh, 23.
So it's not a combat, it's just...
23, Cass. 20 to 15. 15 to 10.
Oh, so I got 17.
17 when. Cool. 15 to 10.
Did you roll it?
Oh dear me. 10 to
did
5.
I got
7.
9.
So, right, 9 for Phil, 7 for Val, 9 also for Jarell, 5 for Trainer. Okay, that's it, cool.
Because it depends on its weight, doesn't it?
Sam, got that. Cassius first.
Okay. Right, so in the order of initiative,
Yep.
let me know what you're doing, because they can still come up the stairs.
Yeah.
I know how long they're going to be down there for the moment before someone comes back up.
I could, in theory, go out through the front
10
door
minutes.
and distract further.
You could.
No, because I don't want them to know about my past.
Right, Cass, what you do?
I will be getting out of my pajamas into my clothes, but not my armour.
Okay, because
and
donning armour takes a certain amount of time.
Which we're trying to
And
find.
packing my daggers into my bag so they are
10
not
minutes to
seen.
don chain.
But I will
Stuck to leather.
keep the armour just kind of tucked over the backpack. and
heavy armour
bows
is-
Heavy
tucked
armour's
in
10
the bag.
bags.
Light arm is 1 minute.
Oh, I'll just grab it. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Gwyn.
Oh, okay, yeah. I am going to sling my swords where I normally do on that, so back. I'm actually going to tie up my hair just so it doesn't like look as obvious, even though it's blindingly white. I don't have anything like a hood. I'm going to have a cloak. Fuck. I'm going to go into your room because you said there was like a broken window.
Yeah.
I've got the rope out of my bag. I'm going to sling it around something and just throw it out the window.
Cool.
So it's worth noting that those that were sleeping on your side, Cass and Jarrell, your side of the wall. So
Goes out to the alley.
Cass, Jarrell, and Val, your windows. When you open it, there's another building there, so you're obscured from open view unless someone is looking in the alley.
Yes.
Anyone on the other side, your windows open out to the front of the building, which can be seen from anyone that manages to bypass the fog.
Yeah.
Question.
Yes.
When you say there's a building opposite,
Yeah.
do they just see a wall?
Just a wall, yes.
Does it look like if we were to say, I don't know, climb on the roof, we could then jump onto the roof of the next building?
You could, but
What's the distance?
between the building, probably about 15 feet. So if you don't have that in strength, you will need to make a check.
You think this dwarf can jump 15?
Actually,
what is jump? Is it athletics?
So,
Oh, I've got +8, yeah, look at me.
so
I'm going to leap for days.
yeah, there is jumping rules, but we'll cover that if and when that's when you're going to do it.
Extremely
The
nimble
core
dwarf.
thing about going out those windows is that no one's immediately going to see you. All
Yes.
the guards are in the front of the building.
Okay. But does the alley, is it a dead end on one side and then the main way is to go out to the street where the guards are,
It
essentially?
leads out to the street. If you're looking out your windows to the right,
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
where it leads out onto the street because that curves around to the front of the building. To the left, there is a back street, but that is the streets closer to the city's outer wall. So if you're likely to come across some really illicit shit, it is going to be closest to the wall.
Yeah, okay.
Looks like it's the way we're going. Jarrell will help Gwyn secure the rope up and just tuck his armour under his arm. He'll pop his bow back on his back and tuck his arm because he hasn't got a bag to carry it with, and he's not got a minute handy. He'll just tuck it up under his arm and help you secure that rope.
Yeah.
That will be what Jarrell does. Philip.
Okay. Just as a reminder,
That's very
Yeah.
sultry.
everyone's run out between their rooms, right?
Yes.
There is still one person that is in that corridor.
Landlord.
Yeah.
The landlord.
I don't care.
He has not responded to anything you're doing, but he is watching. I did say he's still there. It's the guards that have gone down.
Yeah.
Dead men tell no tales. Let's just say that.
Make another loud food, don't you?
Let's add murder to the rap sheet.
Well, I suppose it's not my turn anymore, so.
I run into my room,
Yeah.
grab my backpack, and I feel like from years in the army, my armour would have already been like sort of like wrapped and
Yeah,
clipped up,
makes
ready
sense.
for a quicker sit. So grab that under the arm, backpack on, still shirtless. It's like, well, I say it's ripped open at this point. It's like flowing in the wind.
Yeah.
Chest hair.
You don't walk, you strut.
Yeah, like a real like
Bee Gees.
romantic hero.
Yeah.
Pride and Prejudice.
But it's still
Yeah.
covered in wood and blood still.
Pride and Prejudice meets BDSM.
Yeah.
Mix between the two.
Try to get that, peg it.
Val.
My idea was going to be to go up instead of down, but
You still can.
Okay. One thing. You feel your spell vanish.
What?
Your spell vanishes.
Oh, I was concentrating on that.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was worried about.
Not now.
Right, guys, the fog's gone, fog's gone, fog's gone, fog's gone, fog's gone, fog's gone. And it's just sort of almost like a broken record. Fog's gone, fog's gone.
There is the sound of footsteps. You have one more round of doing things.
God, fuck.
I'm going to the same room that they are and gonna go down the fucking rope.
I'm working on the assumption that unless you're doing something specific, you're going to be dashing, so assume you can
Yeah.
reach anywhere within
Yeah.
realms of,
Yeah.
of what are you doing now?
We're going to the same room where they're tying the rope.
It is armoured footsteps coming up the stairs.
Yeah.
Drano.
I will rush into my room.
Yeah.
I'll grab my herbalism kit and my healer's kits he just has like, satchel bags, and then he's got his quiver, he picks up his shield, he grabs his lever, he's just going to put them under his arm, and he's going to come rushing his little feet, paddling across the floor, again in the wooden owl mask, and rush into this room where you're all assembling to head down.
Is that your room, Gerald?
Yes, the room that they've already been in.
Right. Gazlo is following. He's kind of looking amongst
But
but as he rushes towards the room, as though to follow, he sees the barkeep, reaches into his couch and puts in a full pouch into the man's hand. It's like,
It's more than I was going to do.
and then as he rushes off, you can kind of hear the ching, ching, ching. He doesn't say anything. There's no response. But as Gazlo is in the doorway, he's like vanishes inside, waiting to see what you are all going to do.
once everyone's in, I
This
shout
guy-
to close the door.
This is a dodgy area. This is not the first bribe that man has accepted. He immediately was like, I know how many from the weight purely. This is platinum pieces.
My third one tonight.
We're going down, aren't we?
We're going down.
I was saying, I'm going to motion towards the to the barkeep to say, we went up. Tell them we went up.
Oh shit. So once everyone's in, I'll tell them everyone to close the door because they've been in this room already.
Right. Okay.
And they
So
close.
you're all in the room.
they
You close the door.
Right.
Um,
First up is Cass.
Yes, I will stealthily guard the window down the route.
You're going down the rope.
Yes.
Okay.
I'd probably take a quick look out first to make sure that not being watched.
Roll stealth.
Oh fuck. Natural 20, 27.
nice.
Expertise, baby.
The people in the room seem to forget you're there.
Yeah, we don't even notice him going down the road.
Where's Cassian?
I'm kind of panicked. It's like, we're missing somebody.
Who's Cassia?
Open the door and let Cassian back in. Okay, so you go down and silent. Legs touch the stone underfoot, and then as you peer up the alleyway, there is the sound of movement from the guards moving back and forth, but they move, bridge the gap, moving towards the front of the building with their the torches held high, their breastplates kind of shifting as they move with the chainmail underneath clinking. Don't even glance down the alleyway because you're just like,
Nice.
this is not your first rodeo.
Nope.
Gwen.
Yeah, I'm going to...
So your total, sorry. For the sake of rules, sorry guys, just again I'm trying to familiarise myself with 2024. If you roll stealth and you roll over 15, which is what you need to, you'll actually gain the invisible condition for hiding. Make a note of your result, because that becomes the DC for anyone trying to see you.
Yes.
Until you do one of the actions which brings you out of that condition, that is what perception checks are made against. So if you can't remember what it is, I'll just make you re-roll it.
Hunky dory.
And if you roll less than a 15, I'll assume it was a 15. It's the only way that we can keep on top of it. Otherwise, it gets finicky. So just when you roll it and you beat 15, write
No
down.
worries at all. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So Cass has gone down. Who's going next?
I'm going to push the bed, or the heaviest thing I can find that's easiest to move, to in front of the door.
Okay.
That's going to be run noise.
Roll stealth with disadvantage. You are moving a bed, and they are coming up the stairs onto the landing.
Oh shit, yeah, because we've bribed the guy, haven't we?
This is exactly the same thing I was going to do.
Okay.
So could I assist him?
You can assist him, which means you'll make a flat roll
Okay.
because you would have given him advantage.
So is it stealth?
Yes.
That's
This
10.
isn't to hide. This is just a stealth because you're not technically hiding.
Yeah.
You're trying to do something quietly.
That is 10
10. Okay. Right. Total.
total.
Cool.
Flat roll. I don't add anything.
Okay. So you're trying to be as quiet as you can,
Yeah.
but in the urgency, because you can hear the sound of metal clanging as they're coming up the stairs, you can hear them turn in that corner and coming into the line of sight. Every time you move it and you focus on that, there is the sound of scraping as it comes across, and you have to stop yourself. And as Philip comes in and lifts the end, you manage to get it in front of the door in the last moment, but you're aware there was an audible scrape beforehand. You don't know if they've heard.
Yeah. I'm just praying that the sound of that metal is loud enough to
Okay.
that they can't hear it.
Right, so you two are moving the bed. Cassian's gone down. Who went down after?
Cassian's gone down. It's Jarrell next.
Sure.
Jarrell will also go down as quietly as he can.
Right.
Oh no!
Have you got heroic inspiration?
I've got one more luck.
He hasn't. You can only get one heroic inspiration. He has used it.
Oh, okay.
I've used one heroic
And
inspiration,
the
and
only
now I've
people
used
at
2
this,
luck.
the only people at this table that should have heroic inspiration are the human characters because
Yes.
they start with it assuming they've had a long rest. Everyone else doesn't
That's
begin
fine.
with it.
That is better. Stealth, wasn't it?
Yes, is that your luck used now?
That is all my luck gone at stealth. I should know this off the top of my head, but there first. 16. Okay.
Invisible.
Invisible. I am technically invisible.
So luck gives you advantage, right?
Oh, but yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Luck gives me advantage, yes.
Right. Okay.
Um,
It's just worth noting because it's different than a reroll, but you can't have 2 rerolls as far as I'm aware. So if he's used heroic inspiration, you can also use luck. However, if you're using heroic inspiration and you haven't already got advantage, you can use luck to give yourself advantage.
yes, I use them on 3 different things.
It's just to make sure that we're not
Yeah.
double rolling.
I will slide down the rope and immediately sneak quietly, sort of keeping an eye on where they are in the main street. So
Okay.
sneak towards the main street, staying hidden.
Right, roll perception for me as you've moved up.
Yep.
Who's coming down now? The
11.
third down that
I
rope.
think me? No, Draymond. No.
Next is Val.
That is me, yeah.
Oh, Phil.
Feels
Is
good.
it actually me? Or am I
Yes,
there?
yeah.
Right, fine.
Phil, Val.
You're not currently wearing your armour, so it's not a disadvantage. But you still need to roll stuff.
I'm. How close are these guys? Are these guys trying to get through the door now, or are they not?
No, they're up on the landing.
They
You can
don't
see it.
realise we're in this room yet.
Oh, yeah.
No.
That we know of. Right.
So,
okay.
Wow.
Maybe.
That we know of.
No, because when he came out of the door, he closed it. But the other rooms are still open, and if he hadn't closed it behind him when he left, that would have been an indicator that
Yeah,
someone's gone
yeah.
in it. However, fortunately, he closed the door
He did.
before he left.
You did.
Okay.
However, your door is now wide open, and Gazlo is not in the room that they've left him.
Yeah.
So it's clear that people have tried to leave, and you can hear voices as they're speaking to one of them speaking to the bartender. The other sound of footsteps is moving up towards your room.
Yeah.
So it's clear they are now searching.
Okay.
You have got moments potentially before they come to this door.
Yeah.
So you've gone down?
Yes, I'll.
Yeah.
I'll stealth it as well.
Yes.
16.
Nice. It
Okay.
is.
Invisible.
Right, okay. So make a note of that for your stealth. Who's next?
Me, I believe.
Right.
Yep.
I will also be going down the thing, hopefully. Oh, fucking hell.
Oh,
that was can't. Shit. That was close. That was almost a natural one. That is 13. So I've
13?
not succeeded.
Right, so you don't have the condition, but unless anyone's looking at you.
Yeah.
So everyone else that's currently in that kind of alleyway can certainly see you. And if anyone looks into the alleyway, you are out in the open. They don't need to roll against your stuff. However, you've gotten down.
Yeah.
Make a bit of noise as you're going down the rope, which you two at the bottom are painfully aware of. As you're looking down towards the front of the building, you can see the guards, the City Watch, doing a wider look between the top of the building and looking around it, moving around with torches.
Yeah.
There's now at least 3 others
Yeah.
beyond the 6 that were visible already.
Yeah.
And there is one individual which is not dressed as a City Watch member. Instead, he has a long leather coat. Half of his hair is shorn, and he is currently looking at the building. And one of his eyes looks almost. Actually, what did you roll for your perception?
11.
11. Right. Okay. No, he looks normal.
Yeah.
But one of the City Watch is there, speaking to him.
Yeah.
And he is nodding and looking at the building, nodding. What was your stealth?
16.
His gaze goes down the street, past where you're currently looking out because you ducked back in.
Yeah.
You're not sure if he saw you. And you can't risk looking out in case he's looking.
Okay.
So you're now blind to what they're currently doing, but he looked down the street towards where you were.
Right, okay.
Okay, who's coming down next?
Jonah.
Who's in the room currently?
These 3 are out.
So it's just us two.
It's
So-
you 3.
Philip's out.
Oh yeah,
You're
Philip's
out
out
as
as well.
Yeah.
So
Those
it's
4 are
just-
out.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah,
us
no,
two.
yeah.
Just
Yeah.
us two.
Oh, and Gazlo.
And
Gazlo's going last. He's waiting for people to get out. Because if they come in, they're expecting to find Gazlo. They don't know what you guys look like, but they know what Gazlo looks like.
Yeah.
Save that fog again.
So he is holding back.
Is it an action to climb down the rope?
You don't need to make a roll for it because there's nothing strenuous stopping you from doing it. If you're trying to go down quietly, then you'd be using stealth.
Yeah.
And that would be an action. To stealth down the rope, or is it just movement?
Movement, technically. So like you're trying to use something.
So, minor illusion.
Okay.
Oh,
It says within 30 feet. I've checked the word and it doesn't say a point that you can see.
Yeah.
It's just
Within
you can
range.
emanate a vision
Yeah.
or a sound
Yeah.
from a whisper to a scream within 30 feet.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Yeah, it
Well,
doesn't
it's not
specify
bad.
that you have to see.
So,
see
Yeah,
it.
that's true.
could
Yeah.
I create the sound of a scream coming from a room that's down a level and towards the front of the building? So, kind of opposite to where we are.
Okay. Because you're doing it whilst going down, whilst also trying to stealth, I'll say yes, but you make an Arcana roll. We'll see how convincing I mean, you're going to get the spell off
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah.
but it's how convincing the sound's going to be whilst you're trying to go down quietly,
Yep.
whilst keeping an eye out on the people and you're expecting them to come through that door as you're going down it. So I'll say with the distraction, Arcana, but yes, you can do it all together. But I'll also need a stealth roll from you.
Okay, that's better than what he was going to go with. He was very much going to cast and then, because he's carrying quite a few things at the moment,
Okay.
aim for the bushes. So
It's a cantrip, which is why this, most of that doesn't really matter. It's
Oh,
kind of right.
God, okay, good luck. I mean,
So,
this could save us.
this is Arcana, is it?
That's
Yes.
what I was.
So this will be cast as you go down to minimise the distance, I'm guessing, if you're doing it the floor below. So you'll start going down, get level with the second floor, and then cast it.
I mean, I could do it in the room because it's 30 foot.
Okay, yeah. So what are the components? I know
It
it's a cantrip.
is somatic
Yeah.
and material.
Cool.
So the two in the room will see me, holding my staff and muttering in a druidic language, clearly doing some sort of spell, and then there'll be a scream off in the distance.
Okay. Right.
There is a study roll that someone can do to try
Yes.
and identify if it is or isn't.
Okay. Is there a set DC for that?
I'm pretty sure it'll just be my spell save.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Just
can
double check that for me, just while we go there. As Draenor begins scaling down, you will hear an ear-splitting scream from inside the building. What's the material components? You've got something out of your component pack
So-
that you cast getting.
No, it's my material
Oh,
component.
yeah.
I can use my
Yeah.
staff.
So as he's going down, I
Well,
guess.
the idea is I'll be in the room still.
Okay.
So,
right, no, yeah.
only
So
Gazlo and Gwyn will
right,
see me do it.
understood. Okay. So you'll hear that scream. You guys will see no one coming down the rope. You'll hear the scream from coming up.
Oh, fuck, they're dead. Let's go.
Who's going down next?
Well, I guess it's either me or Gazlo. If you're doing that.
Just need the DC for that.
Next is.
You go. If they come in, it's better they see me than you. They don't know what you look like. But no, they do. You were out in the corridor.
Yes.
Well-
I'm gonna pick up the gnome and then try and drop him out the window.
Drop him out the window.
Well, I'm gonna see if there's anybody there who can catch him.
Aim for the
Pretty strong.
BDSM dwarf.
Because that's gonna be fairly quiet, as long as he doesn't scream. So I'm just gonna say, don't scream whatever
Sorry,
you do.
Jesus.
Okay. Okay. Just roll acrobatics. All. Okay, so you release him and he drops. You or me?
If I'm perfectly honest, I'm stronger than you, so you go first.
Okay. Natural 20 on stealth. To an enviable degree, which you can respect, Cass. Gaslow, mission impossible down this rope.
Like full aerialist acrobatics.
This is not the first chamber he's had to escape from that
Probably not.
This guy is professional.
This was his backup if we didn't come.
Yeah.
He had it ready.
And he quickly scales down, lands in between you guys, and then waits for you to follow.
Yeah.
What did you roll?
My acrobatics was 14, and to identify the minor illusion, it's a investigation check against a spell save 13. So,
Okay.
yeah.
I get the impression he might have plus 15.
I imagine it's quite high, but it's still that minor distraction.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you begin going down as well.
Yeah.
You've landed fine. Got caught well, and as you set into the alleyway, Philip,
Thank you.
without any sort of issue, just hefts you.
It's like
You
catching
look
a
back
basketball.
up and see Gwyn coming down. Your stealth roll,
Yeah.
please.
Had that 20.
For a total of.
Nat 20.
Keep in mind, keep in mind, guys, for things like stealth, where you set a DC, I still need to know the total.
Absolutely.
With, almost like a golf club descent.
I just 2 aerialists. It's amazing.
I didn't know you were a rogue.
I've got to know the most beautiful things as I possibly can. Look at me.
Everyone is now out.
Yeah.
The rope is still attached.
Yeah, that was my concern.
Has anyone got some fire?
Oh. Do you have flaming fists?
You can hear
Yeah.
nothing from further down in front of the door. Down in front of the tavern.
I don't like that.
Sorry, just really quickly. Can I just try and cut with my really long sword as high up as I possibly can?
How tall are you?
I'm like 6'2".
You could probably get about 10 foot, save about 10 foot worth of rope, but the rest of it's going to be stuck.
How well tied on is this rope?
I mean, it held the
Yeah,
two of you.
Because you guys were all acting quickly, I'm going to assume that it wasn't tied with the intention of being able to loosen it.
Yeah.
You
No,
tied it to
was
hold
tied
the
to
weight
hold,
of
yeah.
Yeah.
Can I
people
try and
getting
pull
them.
the chair or whatever it was out with us? No, I'm not going to do that. Absolutely not. I know you were the consequences. So. Unless someone wants to catch the chair.
That's what kills your first character.
Catching a chair.
God, what do I do?
Right.
We just need to run.
There is
right?
no sound, so there's no talking from the front. There's no shouting from guards.
We can't set this on fire either, because that's going to just
Yeah.
alert them to us straight away.
Also, there's other people in there, I think.
But they also know we've gone in here. So the better, we might as well just go anyway.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that's a fair point. Probably best to run.
Yes, let's go.
Go. Quietly, though.
Around, you can hear footsteps
Yeah.
from the window.
Okay.
All right.
You peer up,
Uh-huh.
and a hand appears on the railing, and someone leans over.
My
What
hood
was
is-
everyone's stealth?
My hood is up immediately.
Who failed?
I didn't even roll a stealth.
I don't think anyone failed.
I jumped out the window and I just woke up with my owl mask.
Roll it for me now.
I
I
failed.
was going to say when I cut them.
Oh, no.
Oh, so
Like I said, I look up with my owl mask.
You were so
I
You
told
still
you.
need to take it off.
Oh, God.
Yes, you failed.
I failed as well. I got 13.
God.
Right. A head pokes out. And then, a split second, there is a yell of, "They're in the alley!"
Oh shit.
And you can hear the crank of a crossbow. Where is everyone going?
Fucking late.
Ways
Those
of
that
dead
had
end, isn't
invisible do not now.
yeah, absolutely.
There was the back streets.
Yeah.
we're going to have to go back to his boys.
We're going to have...
All right.
Right. This will be the pun damage die. Or the Ryan die.
I thought he was getting heroic inspiration.
Yeah, I'm getting inspiration. Personally, I'm getting inspiration.
It depends on the quality of the pun.
But that's all Ryan's done so far this campaign.
Okay, right. So,
2 sessions.
where is everyone
Charisma
going?
check for
The back alleys.
Yes, the back alleys.
I believe so.
Sprinting as hard as I can take.
Right.
I won't put up another fog cloud.
No.
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 I'll
Because
fire.
one, they'll hear it, and
Yep.
two, they can see who's casting it then.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Okay. everyone roll athletics for me.
Oh no!
Oh yes.
Oh, I'm really good at that.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Could me and James do acrobatics instead?
This is to clear the debris that's going to be in the way when you turn your corner. However, once you've done this, we're rolling initiative just to see whether or not this guard gets a shot off first.
Alright, cool. I've got everybody's initiative scores here already.
Oh, you're re-rolling part.
Okay,
cool.
cool. Right.
New
So do
instance.
you want the athletics checks and
Yeah, because
initiative?
this is the shot for this guard. There's no guarantee that someone else isn't going to see you first.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Solo.
It's plus your dex.
3 and 30. Cool.
Is it plus your proficiency? Oh, well,
Is it proficiency?
It's 4.
It doesn't matter.
It's 4.
Yeah, is your initiative your proficiency bonus?
It's just
It's your dex
Your
bonus.
dex, yeah.
They are right.
So, 25 to 20.
Okay,
Why do I have 20?
Oh, for initiative.
Yeah.
Just for the sake of this, just to ease it a bit, because it's not full combat yet, unless you guys choose to stay in the alleyway. Has anyone rolled less than 16 for initiative?
Yes.
Okay, so 3 of you.
Oh, yes.
4 of you.
Mathematics.
We all did.
23.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
16, sorry.
So if
I
you
can't do
two
maths.
decide to run, and Gaslow,
He's dead.
yep, no Gaslow will
20
make
to
it as well.
15.
So the
For
three
initiative.
of you can clear this alleyway before this guy gets a shot off. The 4 of you that rolled less than 16, someone's going to get shot at.
Classic.
What'd you get?
2.
What'd you get?
No.
9.
You're going to just catch the arrow anyway.
What'd you get?
16.
16.
Okay.
Cool. And guard 16.
The guy got 16. Yeah.
Cool. Yep.
So those 4 that are still in the alleyway, just roll a d4 for me. Someone in that group.
Oh, you go.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You said
2.
less than a 16. I got a 16, did you?
Oh, it's
Then
me.
what's your dex?
My dex is 16.
Roll
Plus
again.
3.
Roll again.
Holy!
Oh, where's that? Oh, no. Okay.
You 4. So 1, 2, 3,
I
4.
rolled a 2.
Oh.
You're getting shot at.
Still a tiny miss.
Oh, yeah, sure,
Yeah. That
Not
makes
while he's
sense.
not raging.
Right. Okay.
I still got 14.
I'm raging him.
Well, it doesn't give me too much. It just gives me extra damage.
Do you not get the half damage as well?
Take oh, yeah. I have
When
to get
raging,
that
he's not
one.
raging.
What? I'm not raging.
That tickled my stick, that did.
Stickle you dick.
Alright. Give me your tickling of sticks, please.
So,
No vibrating of pommels, no tickling of sticks.
That's why the guy ran out with his bag.
I got the vibrating palm.
Wrong bag.
Oh, you got mine.
It's like, these have been on back order for weeks.
They showed out.
My wife's
who?
got a lot of this.
It was
Gwyn.
Gwyn, yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So with the natural 20, Gwyn.
Oh. Oh no.
Oh, dear.
Oh. Oh no.
It was lovely, lovely playing with you.
So as a reminder, for those at home, we are taking inspiration from Daggerheart for critical hits. So whatever your dice that you normally roll is, you assume that's rolled max.
Oh god.
Then you roll normally on top of that and add your modifier. So for a heavy crossbow is a d10.
Oh no. Oh no. So that's immediately a 10.
Okay. Yep. So then I'd roll a d10. I've got a 4, and you've got a +3, so 17 points of piercing damage. As the bolt slams square into the middle of your back as you start to turn to follow everyone.
I have 14 health. 14. It's a strong crossbow.
So, as the bolt strikes you sullenly, you see the ground loom large as you slam straight onto the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're unconscious, you gain a level of exhaustion. Another house rule for you guys at home. Because this is dark fantasy, and I think that the long rest rules are far too lenient as it is. When someone is reduced, this is one of our house rules, this is not an official rule, when someone is reduced to unconscious through dropping to 0 hit points, you gain a level of exhaustion. If you're knocked unconscious through other means that doesn't require your body getting battered, you don't take that level of exhaustion. But if you reduce through damage, you do. So he's a level of exhaustion. Those still in the alley that haven't taken off and turned the corner, have seen him drop.
Yeah. Well, thankfully I was at the other end, so I can run over you as I go.
Right, okay. So you're going to run back.
I'm at the far end, there in the middle, and if towards the back package, so I'm going to go past him as I run.
So the guard that was up in the window
Yep.
has fired off the bolt and then leaned back as he started to re-crank it.
Cool.
The silence from the front of the building is now gone, as there is the sound of hurried footsteps as people are rushing towards the place where the shout has come from. It is gaining ground, but it is not yet close enough to turn the corner, so they will spend their turn moving. So,
I have initiative.
now we will need to go for initiative, so if you can remember what you rolled, let him know. Let Josh know if you can
Done
do
it,
initiative
ready.
keeper.
Done it.
Fantastic.
Yep.
Right, so 16 was the guard.
Yep.
Do you want the athletics checks as well?
The athletics checks did anyone go less than 10?
No.
Right, so everyone would have cleared the debris as they turned the corner, but if
Yeah.
anyone's planning on coming back, they can.
I got it.
That's fine. That's what you need for the DC. Meet the beats.
Just you hit
It would have just meant that your movement would have stopped there. Okay.
Guys.
It's like a norm caught in
And
the fly
also,
trap.
just make a note for me, just for the purpose, just so that we can try this out. Can you just keep initiative for me, please, Josh?
Yeah.
Just so that I might do it myself anyway. It's just in case I lose track of
Jarell's
things.
turn.
Means less bookkeeping for
Then
me.
it's Jarell's turn.
Wait a minute.
I also need you just make a note of 9 for me.
9. Yep.
9 guards.
Right. So the guard has taken his shot.
Yes.
It's assumed that everybody above that 16 has spent their turn moving and going out of the alleyway, unless they've chosen to stop. So now, who's next after that 16?
Gwyn!
Gwyn, death saving throw.
Oh, fuck. Session 2, it's the first one.
You out.
You can't roll
Oh,
that.
wait. Was Cassian shot at?
Because
He was
I
slower.
got 16, but I rolled lower, so I would technically.
No, so
We
you
rolled
would
a
still
D4.
have been in the thing, but then we rolled the d4 to see who
Right,
got
yeah.
targeted.
Right. Okay, fair
The
enough.
roll of 2 meant that it went to Gwyn, and Gwyn got shot.
Yes, Gwyn.
Oh! It went on to a 20 and then to a 5.
Right, so a 5 is 1 failure.
Oh, Jesus. It's such a
Ain't gonna help him.
Yes, 100%. After Gwyn, Drano.
How far away is it?
How far away am I to you?
Yeah.
I will normally keep a note as well, it's just in case I lose track of where I am. It just helps so I think twice.
Yeah.
Now.
How far away is Gwyn?
We can put it here.
At the moment, the alleyway itself was no more than about 30 foot, so 30 foot would have cleared. So if you moved to the head of the alleyway, probably about 15 foot from midway point, about 20 foot, because he came down at the base of the window. So Gwen's currently unconscious 20 foot away from the end of the alley leading down the back streets.
Yeah. Nice.
I run over to help Gwyn get back up,
Right.
and
You said
I,
that with such disdain.
because I mutter very frustratedly a druidic wording as I cast Healing Word.
Okay. What's the components? Just
Uh,
everyone
just
needs to say
verbal.
what they are.
Just verbal.
Just vote.
That's why, yeah.
So you run back down into the alleyway and begin muttering as you come into range. And
You know, I get to range as if I look like I'm helping him up, but I'm
right, okay,
muttering in
okay.
magic language. One of these dice is weird. That's 6 plus 3, so 9 health.
Okay, so wipe your death save. You still have your level of exhaustion, but how much did he heal? 9.
Yeah.
9 points of hit points back. Gwyn, as all of a sudden your eyes snap open and you feel an expulsion of blood come from your mouth. But as you gasp for air, you feel as though your lungs are constricted and you can't fully breathe. Probably due to the bolt which is currently puncturing into your lung. But as you are looking around, you can see the gnome over the top of your Draenor. Are you going to use the last 10 foot of your movement to drag him 5 foot? Or are you just leaving him there?
Bye.
You've got 10. You've got 10 or 5. What's your speed?
My speed's 30.
30. So you've got another 10 foot worth of movement.
Yeah, I'm going to drag you and whisper to you, you owe me for this one.
Yeah.
So you drag him 5 foot more because obviously it counts as difficult terrain when you're dragging someone. So
I
despite your small size and your comparative size difference, you feel you getting dragged
Yep.
face first across the ground back towards the end of the corridor. So that's
I was
Draenog's
beautiful
turn.
once.
Anything else? That was your action, you move?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay,
Philip.
Philip.
Oh, that was a bonus action to
Yep.
cast Healing Word. So,
Right, so you still have an action. So you can use
dash.
your action to dash. Right, okay, so that is another 15 feet that you managed to drag him.
So
So
20
you-
feet.
Yeah, so now you are,
that's
you are
insane, isn't it?
that takes you to the lip of the doorway, to the alleyway leading back to the corner. You haven't turned the corner yet, you're both still in view. But
Someone else
with
has
another
said that,
move,
right?
you can get them out, and anyone else that's around the corner could grab them and take them. So now it's over to Philip.
Yeah, I will run, and then I'll run towards them, these guys, dash, and then hook my the other arm, and hoist him to his feet.
Okay.
And would I then still then have 15 feet of movement? Or is it
So I
dash
would have said
after
it'd
taking all
be
at
to
once?
get to them, given that you've gone around the corner, it would have been about 10 foot. So you've still got 20 foot left of your movement. No, you dashed as well.
Yes.
So in
just
which
dash
case-
to get to them.
Yeah, so you have 50 feet, so you could move them 25 feet.
Yeah, I would keep dragging.
Keep dragging.
I would just keep. At this point, I assumed we both sort of got him under the arm and his feet, and now just sort of like dragging him across the floor.
Yes.
So I'm going to hoist him straight
Well,
up.
unevenly.
Yeah, unevenly.
Um,
And then, I say you've told him as if your knees are still on the floor.
it's when every one of these guys comes up to you, starts dragging you, and
The
each one
two-
says, "You owe me one."
The two shortest characters
And then,
dragging the tallest.
Yes.
Possibly the tallest.
I will cast as a bonus action. I will lay on hands, which will just look like me slapping him on the back and going, "On your feet, soldier!"
Can I just read?
And he gets 5 hit points.
I preemptively just did 0 instead of
So you
writing
got
9.
so you got 9 hit points, and then you're back to full health.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's like it never happened.
So the exhaustion.
Except for the bolt that's through my
Yeah.
lungs.
The exhaustion is the big thing of dropping down.
I hate exhaustion.
So, as a reminder for now, how the exhaustion rules work in the new edition. Doesn't work like it did before. So, every roll you make is penalised by an amount equal to your exhaustion level times 2. So, you're currently on -2 for all rolls.
Okay.
Your feet of movement is reduced by 5 foot
Ooh.
for every exhaustion level you have.
Oh shit.
So, you are now 5 foot less movement, and you've got a -2 to all rolls.
Yeah, that's grand.
Okay.
Cool.
As you're being dragged, you now are pulled around the corner. This back alley is littered with carts, people kind of clustered underneath cloaks that are kind of, if they are paying attention to you, doing their best not to look like they are. There is very little lighting around here. There is a lot that could obstruct you from just outright running because it is quite a cramped back alley. But from where you are, you could dart in between the different alleyways and quite easily lose yourself amongst them or lose any pursuers if you are quick.
Yeah.
So, that was Philip. Who was after Philip?
It's back to the top with Jarrell.
Jarrell.
So Jarrell was at the far end, so he's got 30 feet to make up to get all the way to where these guys have
Yep.
just turned the corner. As I get to that corner where it meets, can I see any guards coming down the alleyway? Can I see the guard at the top?
Yes.
I'm going to shoot at him.
Okay.
Non-lethal, if possible.
Just run.
Okay.
I use my boxing glove out.
More difficult, but non-lethal I'm going to go for.
I don't know what the rules are for doing non-lethal. For now, just roll for it.
Yep, sure thing. Oh, for fuck's sake. That's a 14 to hit.
14 to hit.
Yes.
Okay. As he leans back out with the crossbow bolt, he can
Yeah.
see the arrow arcing towards him. Your intention to hit the helmet
Yes.
and jar him and knock him back and give him one hell of a migraine. But he pulls his head back as it whizzes past and embeds itself in the frame, and then immediately he starts lifting his crossbow, readying back towards you to return fire.
That's okay. It means I'm no longer hidden. I've now only got 18.
You weren't hidden anyway.
Yeah,
You lost it when
Oh
you
yeah,
yelled
shit.
out.
Fuck it. And I will just shout out to the rest of them, run, fucking run. And with my bonus action, before I finish, as I'm on that corner, I should have done it to that geezer earlier.
That geezer.
That geezer earlier. Alright, I will use my last free hunter's mark as my eyes flash orange to latch onto that guard in particular.
Okay.
Particular reason. And that will be... Jarrell.
So What's the components for Hunter's Mark?
It's a verbal and somatic, so as it happens, my eyes flash sort of a dark orange colour as I whisper a couple of wispy words that are probably very rarely heard on this plane of existence, and the hand that is wrapped around my bow, the fingers tap a certain little rhythm as the effect latches onto that guard in particular in my mind.
So you let the guard that is currently looking at you know that you're a spellcaster.
Well, I was gonna save you anyway, and
So,
I'm not the
as
only
he
one, right?
watches this, he lifts the bow,
yeah.
the crossbow, sorry, lowers it, yells, "The caster's here!"
Ah shit.
And then lifts it again to fire.
Smart.
We're doing well so far.
You just, these guys are looking for magic users, and you looked one in the eye and just went, "Oogly boogly." And he was like, "We got him!"
And did you say that, so you fired off as an action, you used your movement to get to the end,
Yeah.
you're still in sight, yes?
Oh yeah, I'm still inside. Yeah, I've not got around the corner.
Fantastic. What was your initiative?
23.
23, so who's after you?
Next up is Val with 20.
Val, you've heard that yell.
Yeah.
Fucking great.
And looking back down, you can see Gwyn being dragged by Philip and Draenor as best they can around the corner.
Yeah.
With surprising speed, actually, between the two of them, they managed to jostle him out. Although he's got a bit more colour to his cheeks than he had a moment ago, his chin is covered with the blood that you spat out earlier, and as his head kind of dips forward as he kind of looks about what's going on, you can see behind him the shaft of a bolt just midway through his back.
Didn't realise you were also combat.
As he comes around the corner yet?
I'm at the
No,
corner.
you can see him, like half of him, but he is on the corner and is clearly still visible.
Okay. I'm going to wait around the corner just for a second after hearing that. Because I want to make sure he comes round. But are you coming round first, or is he coming round?
I'm being dragged.
We're already round.
No, we're
all
already
three of
round.
us.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
we're
okay.
dragging him.
Yeah.
I will.
You're next. Then.
Yeah, never mind then. I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna keep running. Yeah. Okay. No, yeah.
So you're taking off running. Who's after you, and what was your initiative total?
Mine was 20.
Cass was 16.
Hi.
Aye.
So, kind of at the lip of the alley, because they're back streets even, because they would have. I was one before, wasn't I?
Yeah.
So I am going to reach into my bag with a practice move straight into my burglar's pack and get a handful of ball bearings and try and throw them out just past my companion drone.
So you're at the entrance
At
and
the
throwing
end.
it around the corner.
Throwing it around the corner,
Okay.
and then I'm going to take off running
Okay.
with the rest of my movement.
So you can only move. Oh no, can you bonus action?
Not yet.
Not yet.
If we make it through soon.
So you dash your 30 foot. So
Yeah, 30
you can hear the clattering of the ball bearings ding, 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 as it goes in and litters across this alleyway. And then you turn and move, and that's the last thing. Any attention you give to that alleyway because you want to fucking haul tail because you know what's coming, or you can guess what's coming around that corner.
Yeah.
And as you rush off and you dart past some of the debris, and the individual that quickly pulls his legs into himself so he doesn't get trodden on as you run past him, who's after you?
The guard.
The guard.
He's upstairs. He's just there's a
Yeah.
reason.
Fucking
Yeah.
siren
What's your unarmoured AC, Jerome?
14.
14.
It's +2 for leather, isn't it? Yeah.
It takes a minute
11.
to put it on. Did you
Yeah, it's
wear
not
it?
on. It's not on. A minute's too long.
Okay.
So 14 AC.
Okay. 9 points of piercing damage as the bolt slams into your shoulder and you're thrown almost off your feet from the force of this heavy bolt
That's
striking you.
lucky. It's almost like at least
And
he
as you
died.
kind of look back up, you see him quickly trying to notch it as again he yells, "Caster's here!"
Cool.
Why did you say that?
Yeah.
I didn't have enough
However,
movement to make it.
let me remind myself of something before we quickly
So what
move
did
on.
you shoot him?
So,
Because I've got slow on my bow. If I hit him, it might slow them. That was my thought process.
He's shooting from a window 3
stories
stories up.
up.
He's
the
not going
force of the blow is significant enough that you are sent slamming back into the wall behind you because there is the weapon mastery for push. So you have been knocked back 10 foot and you hit the stall behind you, sending all the items that are still on there, wood, little trinkets and toys, really poorly made, but some back alleys, what else can you sell, all scattering over the ground. And you're pretty certain that you've got a very sharp splinter now embedded in the side of your neck as you detach yourself away, and your arm doesn't feel like it can lift terribly well from where you've got the bolt embedded. And you look back up and he is already cranking up another one.
Yeah, okay. This is not good now.
Nope.
Yeah, okay.
Now.
Jarrell is hardly breathing as he hits that, just about steadies himself and gets ready to run as fast as his absolute broken body now can take him.
Okay, so who is after that? The guard on 6 feet? So, wait, you're currently being carried?
I'm gonna. Well, I'm on my knees, so I'm not like.
You're not prone, they
from
pick
prone.
you up.
Yeah. So I don't have to do like 5 foot for. Okay.
Well, no, it's half your movement to get up from prone unless they've changed the rules. But you're already kind of upright, so it's just a case of stepping, isn't it?
Yeah. So I'm just gonna like. I'm gonna break into a run from the position that I am. I'm gonna say thanks to you, but I'm not gonna pick you up. I'm just trying to carry
It
you.
will technically count as difficult terrain, so you'd have your movement for moving because you're carrying something.
He's fine. Don't.
Okay. Right. Well,
It doesn't
well,
differentiate between small and medium in terms of
I'm
movement.
still
so
double
just dash.
speed as everything and not.
Oh yeah. I was gonna just dash then because that's 50 foot instead of 60.
Okay.
I
Yes,
need
because
as
you
much-
lost 5 foot, so yeah.
I need as
So-
much movement as I possibly can get.
Right, so you are moving and darting across. Do me a favour, since you are... Who else has dashed up this alleyway? Okay, I'll get a roll from you in a minute for athletics. You're doing the same, so I'll get an athletics roll. Roll them, but just keep them, because we're going to go to a break in a moment. Who is after? I'll get to the end of this round.
After Gwyn, Draenor, then Phil, and then we're at the top again.
Okay,
Who's around me at the moment?
It's just me now.
yes, Phil. Everyone else is taken off running.
Can I see Jarrell?
Yes, because, well, he's further... no, you started
I'm
running,
at the
didn't you?
corner.
Yes, so you can still see him. He is still in line of sight of the guard.
I mean, is he, 60 feet away?
Yeah, he's within 60 feet.
I will again mutter in a druidic language and cast healing words on Jarrell
Thank you.
as I then run down. And again, that's bonus action, so I can dash
Okay.
on top of that. So,
How much?
What was his initiative count?
9.
Right.
I can use my. I've got a medic background.
Oh.
Lets me re-roll when you roll the die to determine health restored with a spell or my battle medic. So I'm going to re-roll. Oh, when it rolls, shows a 1. Okay, so you get 5 plus 3, so 8.
Nice.
Oh, thank you.
Nice.
Back to 10. Phew.
And,
Okay.
yeah, I'm just going to dash down
Okay,
the
nice.
street.
Plus 1
Okay.
con. Yes.
As you dash down the street, you don't hear nor see as the individual in leathers turns the corner, looks up the street, and sees you.
Yeah.
Immediately, as he takes a step, he draws something out and points it towards you,
Okay.
and you hear and see the flash of smoke before you hear the echoing boom of a shot being fired.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Goodbye, Jarrell.
What was your AC again?
14.
Goodbye, Jarrell.
My lord.
14.
1-4.
40. Oh no.
The
How do you do it?
Not how it's
Can't
right.
almost kill him out and then kill him.
the kiosk that you fell into
Yeah.
explodes as the round hits it and showers wood. And you turn your face just in time as wood shards go past you and scrape the side of your face. And
Right.
at 13,
Oh,
a really bad roll. And then immediately he starts cocking and reloading as he continues to march up towards you, and he begins muttering.
oh, he's a spell.
So, was there anyone after you? After him? Just Phil?
Just me.
What are you doing? And then we'll go into break.
I see.
You've heard this boom.
How far away is this guy now from me?
You can't see him unless you go back to the alleyway.
I've not dashed yet. I'm still where these two have dashed away from
We
me.
were
You're
around the
down.
corner.
You're
Oh,
down.
you're still in the alleyway.
Oh,
right.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm right at the edge of it. You're
Because you
well
dragged him
down
around
back
the
alleys
corner
now,
because
yeah.
you got that additional
Right.
room.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
could just see him, so you would have seen.
And you were seeing the stuff explode behind me,
Yeah.
and
The
heard
kiosk had
the
just
explosion.
exploded out after the
But the
bang.
dude's around the corner.
So how far away is he from me?
Probably about 30, 40 feet, I'd say.
Okay.
Slightly less, but roughly around. It'd take you
Yeah.
a full move to move back to him, and you'd bring yourself in line of sight of whatever's just erupted the kiosk.
If you'll see his eyes.
How much health have you got?
I'm fine.
Oh.
He looks. There is a bolt sticking out of his right shoulder, heavily embedded. He's got blood all over his face from scratches and shrapnel. But he gives you a look in his eyes and a shake, which is, you don't know this guy, but that look is terror.
I run back to him.
You run as quickly as you can and bridge the corner, and we're going to pause there. So, guys, we will have a break for 10 minutes. So, thank you very much for staying with us, guys, and we will see you in 10 minutes to resume this.
Deadly first.
And welcome back, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed the break. We are about to leap straight back in from where we left off. So there was the echoing boom of this device discharging in this alleyway.
Yeah.
You didn't feel the impact, although you've certainly, Jarrell, heard the boom and felt the wind as it went past you and felt the wood splinter and strike you from the side, as this kiosk is essentially broken into as though someone had just slammed something heavy down onto it.
Cool.
As you are rushing back to meet him, Phil, you breach the head of this alleyway and look down the stretch of the alley. The individual there you do not recognise. However, the firearm in his hands you do. You are aware that there are not many of these, but most of them are normally on the front lines, and they are devastating. It is not surprising to you to realise how that kiosk has exploded from a single shot, as he is rapidly, and from your trained eye, efficiently and without looking at what he's doing, reloading. As he is marching, eyes locked on Jarrell. Roll insight for me.
17.
17? Okay. It is clear he is memorising Jarrell's appearance, and he is muttering under his breath, beginning the casting. He is almost finished reloading because he has cocked the back and he is beginning to lift it. What are you doing as your action or your bonus action? You've moved.
So he's memorising his face.
He's memorising his face, and now his gaze is shifting to you. You are both within line of sight.
How far away is he?
He is about, I said it was about 30 foot for the alleyway.
Yeah.
We will use combat maps for more complicated things, but as this is largely narrative, he is probably about 20 foot.
Okay. 20 foot, so if we run, he'll get around the corner.
You're well aware that what he's firing can easily clear that.
Yeah. With a strength of 18, could I hoist Jarrell onto my shoulder? Just boom, straight over.
If he is willing to be carried, you'll still count as difficult terrain.
Yeah.
So you can do that, and you can grab him, and use that as and then use your action to dash to try and pull him out.
That's
what
I'll do.
So
So I'll hoist him. I'll just grab the front of his shirt thing and whoop, straight on the shoulder, and just 15 feet, then dash 15 feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just book it in the direction that has the most shit in the way behind us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank God.
Maybe putting stuff down as we run past it.
Okay. So how much movement does this give you?
That gives me, if it's I pick him up in 15 feet.
Yeah.
15.
Yes, just 15
Okay.
feet.
Right. So not yet enough that you need to do an athletics, but enough to clear.
Yes.
So as he begins tracking you, you bridge the
we
gap.
get the
He still continues to walk after you.
Just walk.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's more terrifying, isn't it? Yeah.
However, you can hear the sound of metal, signifying that people are also running in behind him.
People could overtake him.
So
He's slow, we know that.
Don't worry.
So, back to the top of the round. Who's
Jarrell, I will pat your shoulder as you take me. Yep, great. And do I hold an action or do I do something?
If you hold an action, you also need to account for the fact that your reaction could be used.
Yeah, okay, fine. In that case, I will jump off your shoulder. Thank you. Run 30 feet down this alleyway, and I will skid around and look in your direction, and just behind where you are, I will cast Fog Cloud again. Out sight of everybody, and I will cast a
So the opening to your alleyway.
the opening to our alleyway, where that little possibly T junction or the L junction is. I will cast Fog Cloud. I'll use my last spell. It's a 20-foot radius fog cloud right at the back of Philip, so that they have to turn the corner, go that 15 feet, and all of that time in that area behind you, they are fully obscured and cannot see anything. And also, might not see things that maybe you've knocked in the way. Who knows?
Also, he's got true sight. Right?
They won't see these. This is the moment where I can go full Batman on them. In a fog cloud, punching them with my glowing white eyes.
Okay, so you run off and you cast the spell,
Yeah.
begin muttering, begin gesturing, and then again seeping up out of the floor, obscuring the ruins of that kiosk, that corner, even though you can hear footsteps coming around. If anyone's breached that corner and come into line of sight, you can't see them because of the fog. That's your action.
That is me done. That
Who's
is my
next?
turn. Next up is Val.
Looking it.
Looking at fantastic. Athletics check, please, Val.
You know what? That's a
Athletics check, please. You are going through densely packed back alleys.
That don't sound good.
That is a 9. Oh, great. Well, I'm still miles ahead, so.
Okay. Right, 9. Fantastic, thank you. Who's after you?
Hi.
Castle.
Yes. So I'm also just booking it.
Okay.
Um,
So I will need the same from you, please.
yes.
Again, this isn't to cover the distance, this is to see whether or not you get held up or obstructed.
12.
12, fantastic. Okay, who's after you?
The guard is after that, and then it's Gwyn.
And if they do go
And
into
dress
the
after.
area of the ball bearings,
Yes.
let me know.
What do I need to be aware of?
They need to do but whenever anyone enters the area for the first time, they need to do a dex save of DC 10. Or be knocked prone.
That's where the fog cloud is
Fantastic. Right, yeah, so it's 20-foot radius for that, so I'll give him disadvantage.
Or die instantly.
He will use his Heroic Inspiration because he is human.
as well. Is what? Oh, okay, sorry.
Legendary action.
I was going to say legendary resistance for
No,
a second.
he's,
Well, legendary resistance to bull
he is
bearings.
also human, he gets Heroic Inspiration. So, however, you hear the very solid and, for the moment, encouraging sound of someone face being met from the ground, and a clatter of armour as one of them goes skips up. And the next one, well, that's a natural one. There's a second clattering slam as someone else hits the ground.
And then he stabs himself in the heart and everybody around him.
Ball bearings. Love them.
However, the next shout
No.
of which way did they go comes from within the fog cloud and doesn't sound as though it's coming from ground level, so someone has clearly kept their feet. If there's anyone else in there,
But they don't know which way.
okay, that's what you hear. So that was good for that one. So who was going?
Gwyn,
Oh,
Wait.
yes, it's just me.
Draino, you're on deck.
Yeah, I mean, can I was going to say I can just run as far as I can, 30 foot, then I can hold an action. Oh no, I can't get 30 foot, 25 foot.
No.
I was
That's
gonna say I
will
can-
go on your turn, by the way, because I've been making rolls, but I just haven't been saying.
I was going to say I might as well hold an action and like try and knock stuff over to get in their way, but I'm just going to do that on the way and then just run as far as I can.
Okay. And Gazlo is running alongside you, but as you're slowing, he's keeping pace, not running off.
Oh.
But he's got his eyes on the head of the alley, almost expecting people to come out of that cloud. But he's keeping pace with you. So, after you.
Then it is Draino.
Is there anything on the stalls that I can grab to kind of just tip it over to create? Yeah, I'm going to sort of tip some stuff over with my, action out. Then just again run.
Yeah, fantastic.
Following
Okay.
well. Yeah.
So we'll say you use your action for that, and it will create difficult terrain for them, and then you can just move off your normal speed.
Yeah.
Right, fantastic. So who's after you?
The gunslinger,
Right. Okay.
who was 20 feet away from the fog cloud.
Okay.
But could probably doesn't matter.
We'll still need to do his dex
Ball bearing check.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be so funny.
That would be so good. Now he's out of ammo, weirdly. He didn't pack enough bullets.
He's on goes off
There's 1,000 on the floor.
Oh shit. Damn.
Who's at the rear of the group?
Me? Oh no,
Felipe.
Philip.
Oh.
Yeah, you're right next to the cloud.
But he is at least
Obscured.
35 feet from getting through the cloud, facing in our right direction.
You have a lot of people behind you, don't you?
Yeah.
Most of them on the ground now,
This isn't the first, it's not the first time.
2 of 9.
as far as we know.
Let me just double check something.
I like to think as soon as the boom went off from the gun, Philip just was like, it wasn't me that time. What's going on?
Did I make the thing explode?
That's why I actually ran back to be like, another puncher.
Someone who punches
Right, and I say I have to go like, oh shit.
While
This is
Titus
what-
checks the rules, thank you for getting involved in chat. I think Jack put all the classes that we're playing in there already. But keep your questions coming. We'll drip feed into them when the story allows us.
He emerges from the fog cloud, moving at pace, and stops. And as he sees you, he begins muttering a word that's familiar to you, that is Elven for quarry. And the moment that he does, you feel there's a thrum from your body, and as you look down at yourself, there's a brief glow, and then it vanishes.
Is he Hunter's Mark?
He's Hunter's Mark for me. Oh God, that's not
And
good.
then he stops, begins lifting the weapon, and he just trains down as he looks and watches you, and he can see people beyond you that are running,
Yeah.
and he is taking a quick stop of numbers, but he is not moving to follow you.
So he's stood right next to Philip then, because Philip is right on the edge of the fog cloud.
You took a move, didn't you?
Yeah,
to move?
yeah.
I'm right at the edge of the fog cloud.
I set the fog cloud up.
You sit right
after
behind me.
Philip moved.
In which case he's close to you. However, he did see you rush out and grab him, so as he takes stock of them and he turns and he sees you, the weapon turns and pans towards you instead.
He's still Hunter's Mark to you though.
Still Hunter's Mark, but yeah.
That's just like, hello.
That is a bonus action.
That is a bonus action yet, but he also has to dash and catch.
Thank God they
Fair
won't
enough.
say.
Phil.
Okay. Using
He is within 10 foot.
using my last spell slot,
Right.
this is going to backfire short. It's the only thing I can do though. So to run, he'll like this.
horse man.
I'll point with my pointiest gauntlet finger at him. It's not you, but it's him. At him and go. I'll cast command, and I'll say grovel. Just make a wisdom saving throw against DC 12.
Oh.
He's probably going to have really high wisdom.
You
isn't
never
he?
know. If he Hunter's Mark, maybe.
So, he begins to... No. No. As he lifts his weapon, he sees you muttering, taps his head, and just goes, no.
Ah, fuck.
And then begins squeezing the trigger. So,
Run.
who's after Philip?
Me.
You.
Are you
Right.
using any
You-
of your
I said
Oh.
move.
Yeah, he's not
Yeah,
moved.
move if you want.
Go for it.
Actually, he doesn't do it, and I go.
Why do they always run?
That very comically, you just hear clunk, 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 clunk.
Begins adding barrel length.
Yeah. Scope comes out. It's like, God
Long
damn it,
scope,
he was
long barrel.
he was right in my
Try-
sight.
You look back and he's just converted it into a 50 cannon. It's just...
That's concentration, isn't it?
Right, yep. So,
And I dropped
you've
that
taken
to
off.
the
So,
fuck
what's the distance?
Be 3 feet.
Right, athletics check for me, please.
I'm good at this.
It is required, yes.
Right, who's after Philip?
Me.
That will be 13.
Oh,
13.
I've
Yeah,
got
go on.
+8.
Right.
Got expertise.
So you vault over one of the overturned kind of keg barrels that's in the way and just go over it. You can feel it scrape out from underneath you and almost roll backwards, but you catch your feet and keep running. So that's after Philip. Who's after Philip?
Jarrell.
Jarrell, what are you doing? You've got one more round before someone can reach the corner and turn out of sight. At their current speed and the fact that no one else has emerged from this fog cloud, if you manage to break line of sight, you could feasibly get away, but they've got their turn this round and the next round to get off any attacks if they can still see you.
Feeling the hunter's mark seeping into his own body and knowing exactly what that means, how much easier he suddenly becomes to track, how much easier he becomes to follow and find in a world where everything is chaotic. He's like there's a target on his own back now, unable to put his own back, and seeing Philip scurrying past, he decides to do everything he can to slow him down and takes a shot at the gunslinger.
Okay.
With his bow and arrow. 24 to hit.
Oh no.
Roll damage.
Okay, so that's 1d8.
As a reminder, guys, weapon masteries.
That's exactly why I've done it. So
If you don't remember, I'm not going to remember.
That is 8 piercing damage.
Right, okay.
And for this turn, he is slowed 10 feet with the piercing element. So as Jarrell feels this surge of energy being attached to him, he reaches for an arrow, and as if he's back in the forest hunting boar, chasing down quarry that no one else has ever chased before, he takes aim and tries to aim directly for the eye of the gunslinger. But watching Philip go past, slightly distracted, gets his shot off, not as fatally as he hoped, but catching him in the shoulder.
Okay.
And then with that, Drell will fucking book it. Turns around and runs 30 feet as well.
Okay, so it looks like the concentration rules are the same. So it's Constitution's, apart from it's a saving throw now,
Yep.
which it always was.
It always was.
Always was, yeah. It was a concept, yeah.
Saving throw against 10 or half the damage taken. So how much damage did you deal?
8.
8.
So,
right, so
for 10, yeah.
Okay. So as you hit him and it strikes, although he doesn't flinch,
Yeah.
he still has the weapon trained.
Yeah.
You dart behind the kiosk as you let loose the arrow, and you feel Thrum vanish.
God, yes, that's what we needed.
Natural 2.
That's
what you needed.
It's what we needed. If we're together, he could have tracked me with that.
That's true.
So yeah.
Banded your ass.
Yeah.
Heroic inspiration.
Killed him.
Oh, heroic inspiration.
Didn't you use it already?
No,
No,
one of
that's
the
on
guards
the
did to
guards.
try and stay from.
Oh yeah, shit. Of course,
Because I
I
do
was
remember this.
Okay.
Yeah.
You feel the Thrum vanish.
Oh, thank God. Okay, cool. Right, that's off. Brilliant. That is Jarrell's. That is Jarrell's turn.
That's my 2s and 1s out of the way, right?
They're good ones to lose.
Right.
I can get to the end of the alley at this turn, right? Because I believe I'm.
Yes, you'll be turning. As soon as we're at the... you can reach it because you took off ahead of everyone else.
Yeah.
So everyone else, if they use this turn to
You
move, will turn the
four
corner.
can make it. Philip and Jarrell are going to be a turn
Yes.
behind. Yeah.
I'm looking.
So you dart around the corner. Someone that is coming around the corner is absolutely either baked off their face or something, or drunk, you're not sure which. You barrel past them, shoulder check them, and they kind of hit the wall and then just slide down it. And as they start yelling abuse, it's towards whoever comes next. Almost as though it's a delayed reaction.
As I knock into him, I'm like, "Don't go that way!" And I'm just going to keep going straight.
Yeah.
His attention's kind of the way you've come, almost as though he's not clocked the fact that you've already taken off. Whatever he's on is distorted reality for this guy.
Give me some.
I mean, go back and ask. No. Fantasy drugs. You've taken off. So as your breach, which way did you go? There's 2 different turns. You've got left towards the wall, and you've got right back towards the main street.
Oh, I'm not going towards the main street.
Right, so you've got left. Okay,
yeah.
so, right. So whoever's behind has just seen Val taking off, and as he hits that corner, veers left. Shoulder checks this guy and then keeps running. So after Val, Cassian.
Ditto. Just dashing.
It's you that gets the abuse. Almost as though you're the reason that this guy's hit the ground.
And to you too, sir.
And then he kind of like looks down, and the next person that comes across, the abuse continues. It's your fault. Who is next?
The guards are
The
next.
guards.
Gwyn on deck,
Okay.
and then Drano,
So
and then the gun.
they get back up. Do they have to do another check, or is it just one check? Is it if they
It's
start or end
whenever
their
they,
turn?
whenever they first enter the space.
Right. Okay. So another check. That's a 5.
Yeah.
That's a natural 1. So you hear the skittering and clamour as these guys start getting up and then hit the ground again.
Still in the fog.
Although the comedy is lost on you because you can't see it.
You know it's happening.
You just hear a combo. Whoa!
Emerges, lifting the crossbow. Who's at the back of the group?
So still in the corner is us four.
Who's at the back?
Gwyn's furthest.
Yeah, I think Philip's
Then
at the
it's
Snake back.
there's Drainog. Then Jarell.
Yes, because he's just moved away from.
Yeah, it's me and I'm at the right back.
back. Come on, tank.
And thingy.
I have
what's
no
his face?
armor on.
Okay. So
I'm currently shirtless.
what's your AC?
Gaslight's there as well.
What would be my AC?
I got a 13.
Yes.
10 plus your dex.
Oh, 10 plus my dex is 10. I don't have any of my kit on.
You just hold it
Okay.
behind you.
You take 13 points of piercing damage. What? Got a natural 10. As the bolt strikes you, and it sends you 10 foot further up the alleyway.
Okay.
You gain 10 foot, but what's your health?
It's now 0.
Oh, for God!
You are sent catapulting forwards. Your legs catch on one of the kiosks, and you hit the ground with a skid as consciousness just leaves you.
Oh my god.
You take a level of exhaustion.
We've almost lost 3 players already. Session 2.
You are in the capital, casting
Yeah.
spells
Yeah.
on the king's birthday.
Quinn, you're up.
Let's just say this was a
This is on the
prologue for our new
outskirts.
character.
You're actually doing this crap in the centre of the city.
This is the prologue, you're right.
Philip's hit the ground. It's 10 foot further than he was. But the skittering sounds of debris being scattered and someone yelping as he goes flying over them and hits the ground.
Yeah, around the corner.
I say,
Who's after?
me.
Gwyn.
Yeah, man.
Who's after the guards? Sorry. Is it
Me.
Gwyn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask Gaslow if he has anything to heal him with, like a potion or something.
He looks at the injury on you and keep running, and he darts back to try and go and get.
Take one for the
So
team.
bad at Gaslow.
Take one for the team.
Well, I'm gonna do as he says, and I'm gonna keep running, but I'm gonna try and keep a look over my shoulder.
So 25 foot, unless you're you're dashing. So 50 foot. 50 foot from where you are, you'll be able to breach that corner as well. You glance back as Gaslow has gotten underneath you and is starting to drag you and haul you back. So at the end of next round, he'll get you around that corner.
Okay.
So
Need to
after
stabilise you.
Gwyn and Gaslow,
Yep. Drainer.
How far away is Philip and Gaslow?
he went back, so he's probably about 30 foot.
What, Philip's 30 foot away from
No,
you?
no, less than that, about 20 foot, because
Yes.
he got catapulted 10 foot.
Oh, why have you got to be so far away?
Oh, I'm sorry. So I can't die
He went back
close.
to go and help Jarrow.
Okay. So,
It will be easier with the battle maps. We will get the battle maps in for the ones I just didn't
Yeah, no, it's
anticipate this one.
We should have.
I'm sorry.
No, this is just very on us.
It's incredibly on us.
Greynog is going to, I've heard the noise that's happening, turn around, see Gaslow trying to drag the big hefty dwarf. He's going to sigh very dramatically, and he's going to run back. I am still wearing the owl
You are
mask.
right. Okay.
I'll rummage in my healer's kit.
Take the mask off.
You have to ask in Gnomish.
No, I
I remember when I see you next. If I see you
He runs over, catches you there later, beats me
With
to
my
death.
battle medic feat, I will use the healer's kit to do a utilize action on a creature within 5 foot. They can expend 1 HP die that I roll. So what's your HP
It's
die?
1d10.
1d10.
So that doesn't spend anyone's hit die, or do you?
Does it expend it?
Yeah, it'll spend.
Cool.
What
What,
die?
theirs?
Yeah,
You
Right,
spend
okay.
but I roll it for him
Okay.
because I can now re-roll it because of my another thing I can
It's better
do.
than nothing.
Yeah, way better than
8
Aye.
plus proficiency bonus, so he gets 10 health.
Oh!
And it's just it's a utilised action, so it's just an action.
Fantastic.
So I run over
Okay, so
and I
you've lost
start.
the hit die, but you have got 10 hit points, so you run over.
I start, rummaging through my bag, muttering in Gnomish to myself, and start to apply ointments.
Was this in your satchel?
I've got a satchel bag. Yeah,
Yeah, because you don't have your backpack anymore.
I don't have my backpack now.
Okay, cool.
He's got like a satchel bag for his healer's kit. He's got a satchel bag for his herbalism kit. So he's probably had to drop stuff on the floor. He's carrying his levers. He's carrying his staff. This is why he was going to jump out of the window. He couldn't, get to my stuff. So yeah, he's going to start applying ointments and strange smelling mosses and gives you a pat down. There's some rags that he's using.
It's all in 6 seconds.
So I'm incredibly relaxed.
I'm back at his spa.
He'll give you a slight slap across the face and say, "Come on, you big oaf!" And then he's going to run the rest of his movement that he can.
Cool. As you begin blinking back, there is a sharp pain as one of your arms almost feels as though it's pinned to your side from where the bolt has gone in through the back and is still lodged.
Ow.
You've been hit by things before. This was a solid hit. And
Good hit.
although you get the rebuke from the gnome that starts taking off ahead of you, Gazlo, as he's lifting you, has made way for you to get at him, and I'd say from the action he's gotten you on your feet, and now, although you're feeling a bit swaying from it, you're still on your feet, so you're not going to lose any movement to get back up. So you've taken off, you moved 20 foot to go back, 10 foot to move back up. Right, so you, at the same point as these guys, would probably reach that alleyway. So after you, who is after Draenor?
The gunslinger.
Right.
Can't wait to be shot. Can't wait.
So, who's still in the alley?
Everyone except us two.
Yes. Yeah, it's all
Good luck.
It makes sense.
Yeah, it
Wait,
does.
would I have gone out now?
I'm for
Oh, no, you're well, yeah.
With my 50 foot of movement, would I have gone left the alley?
You would have, yes.
Yeah.
There's everyone else that's still in. So
I won't die again this time.
you didn't die yet.
I almost did.
You went unconscious for just a second.
And then I flipped the knife. Yeah, very quick power nap.
Yeah.
The
Quick
quickest.
break.
Yes, right. So
Need to
Hunter's
rest.
Mark.
12 seconds.
12 seconds, yeah.
It's dropped.
Hmm?
Hunt's mark has dropped.
It did drop, fantastic. However, you are towards the back.
Oh, I'm closest now.
Yeah.
I'm now closest.
Yeah. Are you?
Oh,
Yeah, you got
Are you?
I think
because
we're
you got
level.
pushed.
We're
What's
level
your
now,
AC?
yeah.
Yeah, but you moved 30 feet from where
Okay,
I
I might
was.
be like 10 feet close. My AC's 13. But he's also
Yeah.
gonna
Oh wait, no, you are close now. 'Cause
Yeah.
I got pushed 10 feet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is it AC 1 less
Yeah.
now?
Oh no, you aren't close enough.
Oh no, no,
14.
you're practically next.
Oh, yeah, it's 14.
Shaking his
I was listening to somebody else's AC. 14 AC.
Okay. Keep in mind for when you've got a -2 to your actions
Yes.
due to exhaustion and your 5 foot less movement. As you are running,
Yeah.
trying to not to, you reach behind you to ready for another arrow just out of reflex, and you fired one off, and just as your fingers grace, there is a whiz past your ear as the bullet goes wide. A moment later probably would have shot you through the hand as you're reaching, and as it goes past, it strikes the wall, and there is a ricochet of stone that just showers out and hits the side of your face, and as you duck down instinctively, you continue to run, and you can hear the cocking as you look back over your shoulder. He's just stood there getting ready and trying to line up another shot before you took, because he's not going to catch up with you at this point.
Yeah.
But he's getting ready to fire off again.
I mean, he can only walk, so.
I can make him run if he wants.
Hey,
I've got.
Don't make him misty step.
Don't tempt the DM. So, who is after him?
But
So I'm back on my feet now.
Yes.
So I'll move 25 feet, and then I'll do another 25 feet. I'll just book it 50 feet.
Right, so your bucket, so you turn that corner. Again, abuse from this man that seems to think that Val is just going round and round in a circle. And you continue running. He's gotten shorter from all this abuse, but he's still doing it. just murmuring nonsense as you're going around, but the reassuring thing is that as you look over your shoulder, again, almost expecting another shot or another bolt, you can't see them, which is a good thing because it gives you a chance to continue booking. You see the tail end of everybody else that's ahead of you continue to run off. Flecks of blood smattered here and there, maybe the bit of a handprint from where people have moved past, from where they've been hit, where they've been struck, and navigating their way through these tight corridors. But there's no line of sight, and you continue to move. Who is after Phil?
It's Jarrell. Left in this alleyway is still Draenor and what's his face? Daslo. Right. I'm gonna 30 feet can get me, I think, to the corner.
Okay.
I'll go 30 feet. The dude getting pissy on the, just like stood next to me, shouting about Val, and I will hold my position there. That 30 feet further, and because I can't go any further, and because there's still 2 people in there, I'm going to take another shot and try and slow him down a little bit further.
Okay.
The gunslinger.
Are there any other guards out as well?
There's one out because he took a shot with the crossbow. The other 2 are still Laurel and Hardy inside their.
Does a 9 hit him?
No.
Then no.
Whizzes past him into the fog.
Yep. No. Yep. No.
So mark off another arrow.
Oh, yep. That's the end of my turn.
Okay, so that was your action. That was your move.
I've not got no bonus actions
So you're
left.
still in line of sight. However, I'd say that given that you are on an angle, you would get cover if they do take a shot at you. However, who's after you?
Val.
Val. You're still running. You're booking it.
Ah,
Right.
fucking
Who's
gone.
after Val?
Cassian.
Cassian.
Gone.
Cassian's gone.
Away.
Who's after Cassian?
The guards.
The guards. Right.
The guards, then
Great
Gwyn,
time.
the Draenog.
I cannot recall. I cannot.
First roll, natural 20. Second roll, a 10. What was the DC for getting over these bull
Oh,
bearings?
10.
10?
Yeah.
Right, okay, one's on their feet.
They're in a nightmare in that fog
Both on
cloud,
their
aren't they?
And they both step out with the heavy crossbows, looking down the alley to who's left.
Had to be a pincushion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, okay. So who's still in?
In the corridor.
Hi.
Greynog and
Gazlo.
Gaslow, yeah.
Oh, no, did go kill Gazlo now?
He did a good thing.
If anyone.
You don't know where to go.
Right, so the first one
Yeah.
whizzes past your head as you're booking it back, and then as Gazlo runs to take to follow, there is the as he continues to move and rush, but as he starts trying to reach towards the corner, it's clear that he's got a bolt in the upper part of his shoulder as he's just been winged going past. As I've got another natural 10. His speed is now... No, he's been jettisoned 10 foot up, so he's now actually closer. As he reaches you,
Yeah.
he's like...
Deadly but helpful. Gazlo.
Yeah, kind of useful in their own little way.
guys.
And as the guy yells abuse, he just turns around and just... just smacks the guy in the face. And then goes, yes, Gazlo!
That
Ouch!
seems more right.
Oh yeah, we have to save him now. I take everything back. I like this guy. Gazlo has to live at the
So
expense
he's
of our
now...
lives. No, guys.
From the push effect of the heavy crossbow, he's been knocked the 10 foot he needed to breach. So you're the last one to go out. However, your next move will take you out of line of sight. The first guard missed you. The second guard missed, or hit. Sorry, there is another guard.
They're not going for me, that's nice.
You're around the corner now, aren't you?
No.
Are you not?
I'm in
Oh
line
no,
of sight.
you're in line of sight.
I'm in line
aren't
of
you?
sight, mate.
He's peeking.
Damn.
What's going on, Paul?
Would you not be as obscured or
He is. I've already said his AC is about to go up. I'm just double checking the amount
Nice.
it goes up by.
slightly?
I've got your leg sticking out by accident.
Legs sticking out, hits the vein.
It's just Raynog and Philip that are still
I'm
He's
out.
out.
I'm
He's
out.
gone.
Philip's
Just
out.
you
It's
and-
just you
just
now,
you,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's just us two now. Yeah.
Yeah, this is.
That's why I stuck around. I'm taking shots.
So your AC
He is 14 currently.
14. Can someone, just for future reference, because whatever this adds to your AC, it's going to make it miss.
Yeah.
just have a look what the totals are for the 2 types of cover, just so that I've got it for future reference. You see him line up towards you and squeeze that trigger.
Yeah.
And as it bucks and flies towards you, you pull back as the wall just explodes next to you. Everything exploding around you at this point.
Yeah.
As you duck back behind cover, and you can hear them yelling and shouting and moving up. But he's missed.
Yeah.
Who is after that guard?
That's the guard's turn. Gwyn.
Gwyn.
I've gone.
You've gone. He's taken off.
Drain up.
Drain up.
I've left.
Half cover's a +2. Sorry.
Thank
Half
you.
plus
+2. Yep.
And
And
a
+5.
+5 for 3.
+5 for 3/4.
Thank you. Fantastic. Yeah, definitely would have missed you.
So yeah, Draenog's going to race around that corner carrying all of his stuff. Will he see Gazlo round the corner out of eyesight?
Gazlo is currently where he is, just slightly in, so he's out of line of sight. He's just got the bolt sticking out of his shoulder. His next move is going to carry him further down the alleyway. So no one, once you've turned that corner, is now in line of sight.
Yep, so now I'm out of line of sight. Again, I'm going to have to drop my stuff on the floor, rummage in my healer's kit. I'm like, right, come here, Gazlo. Let me just rub this on you. And he pull out the bolt, patch him up with some ointment.
Yep.
And I'm pulling at his shoulder. I'm pulling him down to get him to my level. Like, come here. You'll be fine.
I'm sorry, I stepped on you. Don't hurt me. As you yank out the ball.
Oh, that's good.
Right. Okay. So he gets. It's a hit dice for him, isn't it?
Yeah, what's his hit die?
He is a rogue.
Is that a
Oh no, sorry, no.
the Nobel?
He's something that would.
Oh no, I'm thinking of thinking. Yes, he is a rogue. So yes, it's a D8.
Yeah.
He's a lich.
That's only a 4.
That's better than you had.
As you might be able to tell, I rechecked my character sheet during the break and I was like, healer's kit, I don't have to use all my spell slots. Oh,
Okay.
that's why I made this character.
Healer's kit is great.
Thanks.
You owe me one.
Yep, I'm clear.
I don't know what you want at this point.
He's just racking up debts. These are my minions. As he begins racing up, there's still sound. There's still clear that they're approaching, but at this point, everybody is moving. Even with your, those of you that have got 5 foot off, you are clearing enough ground. There's enough ground between you that you are making a decent kind of turn. And with the fact that these back alleys are, although you've had one that curtails along and is slightly longer, now that you've turned off and you start going into the smaller ones, there's a shorter distance between each turn. So even if they do manage to breach that turn and go around, there's, did you go right, did you go left, did you go between this building, did you go in the other? So with the removal of Hunter's Mark, the chances of them being able to follow you is reduced. You continue to run, breaking speed, breaking pace and hurrying, weaving between people, small gatherings of people that are dressed to try and minimise attention. They do watch as you go past. Some of them, much to your chagrin or much to your concern, although lesser concern given what's going on, you do notice facial tattoos that kind of watch as you go running past. Nobody impedes you, everybody kind of steps out of the way. Quite a few people here are armed. As you turn one corner, there is about 3 people which are currently led into someone just shanking him and dropping him, and they stop to try and cover as you go past. And there is one that draws a weapon almost as though they're expecting to have to use it on you, but as you go past, they just turn around and cut the guy's throat and dick off.
Okay. Sorry, guys.
As you guys
Ignore
smash
me.
off.
Good day, gentlemen.
As he runs up behind you, goes, "We can go to my place, or do you have somewhere else you want to go?"
Are they all caught up with us two now? Because we were like fucking.
Unless you guys are just bolted
I've
with the
been
intention to
bolted
lose
off.
everyone.
Well, not to lose everybody, but I was gonna say because Val.
Yeah, because there's only about 6 seconds or so between you turning corners.
Because Val's not been to this place before, so I would have slowed down to match Cassian's speed, and I've just been like, I have no idea where the fuck I'm going. Do you know where you're going?
I know these back alleys, but I don't know if we should wait for the other fools.
They are following. I can hear them.
Hello, guys. I got shot.
As you breach this particular area, you come into what is almost like an open courtyard. There's an overhang, almost like a gazebo type terrace over the top of it. which offers a bit of shelter from people that might be onlooking. Into this place, there's various different turnings and passages that lead out further into the back alleys. Most of the people here are either clearly asleep, led in doorways. You're pretty certain that in one particular corner there is someone that is dead and has been there for a while, because you can smell them as you go past. There are, but it's a contrast, because in different doorways, and it's odd that this, like other places, now that you've got a moment to catch your breath as you're waiting to discuss whether or not you are going to continue waiting, this place, like the rest of Ostia, despite the rot and the corruption underneath, it's still a beautiful place in its own twisted way. And this kind of clearing, under any other day, minus the body in the corner, you probably could have come here and had a drink and probably sat on one of the low-hanging stone outcrops from the doorways. As it is now, with your breath catching, it's hard to ruminate on the appeal and the apparel of this place. But you can see, looking back down, as you're having this discussion between the two of you, your companions turn the corner and seeing you, making the split-second decision about which way to go, because I'm assuming everyone is chasing after each other.
Yeah.
And one after the other, they begin filing into that courtyard.
The second that Jarrell turns around the corner, I'm smacking the back of his head and I'm grabbing him and I'm going to be like, did you show him that you were a spellcaster? Why did you cast a spell in front of the guards?
And you're having this discussion in the thingy?
Well, I would have checked around. If we'd been there for a second, I would have made sure we were going to be relatively alone.
Yeah. There's... You got the dead guy in the corner. There's an obstructed view, like I said, from the gazebo over the thing.
Yeah.
You're not sure if anyone's in any of the windows above. You think, for the most part, you are.
I wouldn't have been like shouting it, but I would have been like, "Why have you told? Why did you do that?"
Just double check.
There was only one way out. I'm not used to this magic.
You should have just ran.
Look, I live in the woods. I'm not used to this much scrutiny over magic. And we did run, and we wouldn't have gotten further away if I didn't distract him.
I appreciate it, but now they know who you are, right? Did he get a look of you?
I don't know. I was too busy being shot at.
Yes. What was that thing he was using?
Yes, he did.
What was he
He
using?
got a good look at both of us.
Both
I was in
great.
his face and I was like, you,
Yeah.
and he really looked
Great. Good.
Although you share backgrounds, background types.
Yeah. That's very different.
Only one of you has a justifiable reason for why you would. It's almost exclusively for military or militant order services. Firearms are not widely known.
Yeah.
And when they are utilised, it's normally the person that sees them utilised doesn't have a chance to.
There is stuff like cannons and stuff.
There's cannons and stuff, but portable firearms.
Yeah.
Different story.
A different story.
Yeah.
You have to, to have it outside of military use, you have to be very wealthy, and even then, the cost of upkeep, the cost of maintaining ammunition and stuff, it's easier and less costly, and more of an archaic status thing to just have a sword and a crossbow and similar. If you can afford firearms, they have benefits.
What are you even talking about? I can't.
Did you do more noisy punches?
No. That was the scary walking man. He, you know a cannon, the big thing go boom.
Yeah.
He had small thing, that go boom, in hand.
A
Small
boomstick?
No, small cannon.
Oh,
No,
a hand cannon.
Yeah.
Is that what he fired at me?
Yes.
That thing was terrifying.
Oh, if it had hit you, it would have ripped a hole in your body that could not be repaired.
Shall we go?
Where are we going? Where?
Gazlo, we'll go
Go
with
to
you.
my estate if you are happy to. We'd have to cross town.
Is it safe there? They've seen you. They know that you were part of this now.
I mean,
Do they know who you are? You're obviously of status.
I have to give a name, of course, but they don't. I'd assume, aside from yourself, I heard you introducing yourself as someone that knows me.
I couldn't think of
I mean, there is of course a risk that I spoke to them. I had to give a name. I couldn't exactly lie. It's not like, with respect to yourself, I'm still in these social circles. I can't exactly claim to be someone else. That would have raised more flags than it would have obscured. And But the question is my place going to be safer than us standing here, scant streets away from the people that are chasing us?
Cassian, you said you know these back streets. Do you know anywhere safe that we could lay low for a while?
No, I've been staying in that place for a while, and now I've got nowhere to stay, thanks to you.
Well,
To me,
No,
Yes.
just you in general, you casters.
Is there no way for us to get over the wall into the woods?
that might be the best bet, I think.
that's what I'd be more happy with. And he just reaches up and yanks the bolt out of his chest.
How are you,
Ah,
how are you looking health-wise?
fine. I don't look great, but I'm
Are
fine.
you still fucked?
On a scale of 1 to 12, I would say I'm a 10.
You're not that bad.
It's a little bruised. Is your estate closer
That is
than the woods?
It's more towards the inner city. However, getting up and over the outer wall, which is manned, like I said, we run risks, whatever you choose to do, but I will be led by yourselves. I have to go back there one way or another.
Would they know of us yet if we were to try and pass through the gates? Would they be aware of the things that have happened, or would
I don't know. I don't. I mean, we are in the outskirts, but it's the king's birthday in scant few days. The security is on an all-time high. How quickly they responded to this, and we are on one of the worst areas we could potentially be on this side of the outskirts.
I will slowly undo my mask and finally take the owl mask
Take
off.
the bells.
Perhaps we should get changed and then head to your estates.
I mean, if people have things they can obscure themselves with, we could make our way there. We'd have to take it slow and steady, but we could make our way there. I mean, we are approaching dawn. It's potentially another bell or so off. We still have the cover of night. Now, if we're going to do it, it's probably the best time.
Fine.
We move now.
You don't have to. You can go your own ways if you want. I still
we
feel
need to lay
indebted
low
enough to...
somewhere, so...
Castor, I'm coming with you.
Right, okay.
Well, let's not split up, not now.
I mean, you were also pretty handy, so I'm sticking with you.
If people have things to change into, this is perhaps the best place to do so. Then we can move. But we have to take care and try and avoid any further entanglements with the city guard. Their attention is probably going to be focused back there, but they have seen people taking off, so we need to leave these back areas as soon as we can.
Are there anything like cloaks around?
Here, not within here. You could probably branch off into one of the side alleys and try and take it. If you really, really need one, you can take it off of one of the people that's trying to sleep and keep warm.
I'll take off the dead guy.
Okay,
I'll take
yeah,
off the dead guy.
yeah. So you can. It
Wipe
doesn't
the blood
smell
off.
nice. It doesn't smell great, but in
Doesn't really
avoiding
matter right
attention, that probably works to your benefit.
Yeah.
You take it and peel it away from him. Part of it is brittle, which is probably from blood.
Yeah.
The guy's probably just been stabbed and left to die in
Yeah.
but you do manage to take it and put it on yourself. Gazlo himself is reaching into what pack he managed to pull away. It's clearly not everything he carried with him, because it's far too small for the nice stay. However, he does pull out almost like a half cloak. The important part being that it has a hood. He kind of puts that on as best he can with one hand. Tries to do it with two. Remembers it hurts and does one.
Jarrell will slip on his leather armour. Take a minute to do that.
Yep. Okay.
Does he still feel the fog cloud is up?
The fog cloud.
Yes.
The fog cloud's still up. Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
How long does it last?
An hour.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can make it longer if you upcast, but it's
I'll don my leathers and did he get a good look at you guys? Who did he look at?
Well, he got a good look at him when he shot at him. And he got really good look at me when I got in his face and went, beg.
You asked him to beg.
It usually works.
It was quite something, and it was definitely magical.
No,
I think he was just trying to be very persuasive.
pure charisma.
But
I think it's best to leave it for now.
Let's
And
Let's all just get changed
and
and
go.
make our way.
Can we get
So
like a
not
carriage or
dilly-dallying.
something where we're not?
carriage.
Well, I don't know. It's been a while since I've been here. There's probably a taxi service of some kind. A horse and a cart
After
covered.
I've got my leathers on, I'm going to take out it's like an ink pot, and I'm going to go over to Philip, going, "Come here, let me just put some face makeup on you." Come on, just come on. A little bit round the eyes. Come on.
No, please.
That's going to be the weakest protest.
It's like a bit of sun cream on as a kid, like
I'm just going to, like, you know, surround the eyes with basically black ink.
Giving that mask now.
Just kind of, you know, it was one of those moments where he took it out and then realised you still have a black beard, and he's like, it's so much easier. And it's just like, you know, drawing around his eyes, and then he'll like do a bit on his nose, and just try and give him a little bit, like he's wearing war paint or something.
Yeah, I will say I will don my arm. It will take 10 minutes. But I will don
Are
it.
you going to remain there for 10 minutes?
10 minutes is a long
That's
time.
quite a long time.
See you later.
I think in total, if we're all getting changed, I feel like 10 minutes is not
It's a minute each for us.
And it doesn't like the minute is also at the same time. It's not separate minutes that it takes.
We'll be waiting for 9 minutes.
Yes, we've got to do it one at a
Well,
time.
if you all help me, can we help?
How about...
I'd say if someone's helping you, you could probably reduce it to half that time.
Is there any clothes?
Okay,
dead
We
guy?
take a leg and an arm.
I'm not touching
How about a dead guy top?
I've
Nice
already,
dead guy shirt.
I've already got half these, only putting the chainmail over. Like, it's too late. It's 5 minutes at this point.
Sorry, Drona.
Okay. Let's just fucking get him in this and go.
Yeah.
Is anyone looking hurt? Like, is anyone still pretty rough?
I've cracked out the bolt and sort of.
So everybody's okay.
I've still got the bolt in my back, so I'd like
Oh,
someone to remove
right.
that. I got
Sorry, what?
just
Feel
like
your
a
body
wheeze.
spasm as it's yanked out from the point between.
And I'll go over to Drell at some point. I'll use my staff, which is kind of almost like a shepherd's staff. It's got like a bit hooked at the end. And so I'm just going to hook him around the neck and pull him closer, again with the paint. And like, come here, and just kind of smear it and like drips down your mouth.
Is this a disguise kit?
No, it's just
Just
I'm just changing the way he looks a little bit.
When we get questioned of why we're coming in, like, we're writers.
Draenor, that tastes horrible. Oh,
And then put it round his mouth a bit more. So
What?
Why around his mouth? Drinking the
then
ink.
release him.
Delicious.
There you go. You look a little bit different.
yeah, I feel it. Oh god, it did taste good.
You're not meant to drink it.
Mal's just going to put his hood up. I'm going to put my hood up, and he's going to just clasp the cloak around him so it kind of just covers the front a little bit more.
Okay. So everyone's finished masking up.
Yeah.
The 5 minutes feel torturously long. Even with assistance, you're almost expecting someone to turn that corner.
I'm going to keep an ear out actually as well while they're putting this armour on. I'm going to just keep an ear out. I'm not peeking round, but I'm going to see if I can hear any like armoured footsteps.
I will say also Gwen's put the hair up into a bun as tightly as can with the hood over it.
Awesome.
18.
18. Okay. There's obviously the sounds of footsteps that you do hear. For a moment, you're like, oh fuck. But you realise they're going away from you, and given that they're not armoured, thinking back to who you've seen this close, it's probably the people finished committing their murder and robbery and making off.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Other people that have been shifting, the ones that have seen you bolting off and are probably relocating or in the process of relocating to somewhere where they're less exposed, especially since they are now in the stretch of back alley where someone has just been stabbed to death.
Yeah.
So self-preservation, they're moving on. You don't hear the sound of armour, but you are well aware that one particular person that's chasing you wasn't wearing metal. So even then, it's kind of like, you're fighting the urge to look out. But so far, no one's breached and come into view. Your armour gets put on. Those that have put on their armour has had the chance to do so, so your AC can go back up.
Thank God.
Once everyone is ready, right, we need to move together, and we need to head back out onto the main street, cross over, and begin making our way over to the bridge. We need to go into the inner city. When we come to the keep for Housestorm, I will need to speak to the guards to get you through, and I will also need to speak to my father to explain who you are.
Okay.
But it's better than being out in the street. Without me explaining who you are, you're just going to be turfed out anyway. Or worse, he'll call the guards to report that strangers are on the premises, so I need to make him aware. But I'd imagine we could probably get there in about an hour.
Okay.
Might as well. Are there any, well, obviously back alleys that we'll be going, but is there any way we can get there more covered?
We can, but it'll take longer.
Okay. Well, let's try our best.
I think it would
And
be
we'll lose
safer
the
to
cover
go
of
from
dark.
the main street, because if I was a guard and I saw people skulking in the back alleyways, I would think that's suspicious.
I'd imagine when we get to the inner city, we'll have to go out into the main street. However, while we're in the outskirts, it probably look more suspicious being out on the street in the dead of night. Dressed as we are, most people will tend to keep to the back streets, even if they're not nefarious, because the gangs own these streets.
Let's go.
Yeah, move. Lead the way.
So you begin moving off, breaching out of these alleyways and moving for that kind of chest tightening moment of moving out onto the street. You almost expect to see your pursuers out there in the open. And although there are the occasional people moving about, some of them, although they are tattooed, not all of them with face tattoos, their attention is drawn to anyone that comes out into the streets. They don't accost you, they don't say anything to you, but they watch you as you breach across. Moving through the back alleys, all of these as clusters, the ones through which you left, there is a strong desire to kind of look back and make sure no one's following you. And this persists for a while as you're moving through these back alleys. Every now and again you have to stop and wait for a period of time as patrols moving back and forth. You keep you out of line of sight, waiting for them to bypass and turn a corner before you risk breaching across open ground.
Yeah.
But you begin making your way back towards the bridge. The bridge that goes in towards the inner city, the northern bridge, the western bridge from where you are, moving towards the inner city is perhaps the most harrowing moment for you because it is open and there are guards across it. With purpose, and as best as he can, Gazlo moves across at pace and begins a conversation with yourself, Cass, and with yourself, Gwyn, just having a bit of a jovial conversation with a lilt of making it sound as though he's drunk. And as the conversation goes, the guards kind of watch him as he goes across, but it's clear that they've had a number of people going back and forth drunk. And although they take stock of the group, because it's a larger size, and of varying heights, they just watch going across, but no one breaks position. And before long, you're onto the other side. Rushing gently waters underneath from the river around you in. And with the low lighting from overhead, from the star-lit sky, it's almost tranquil watching at the corner of your eyes that river, black, almost like an onyx flow of water going away from you, going north up towards the sea. But you cross over, and here, although most of the city, even the areas from which you come, are beautifully made, stepping from the outskirts into the inner city and going up on an incline from where this is built, it is clear this place is tidier.
Mm-hmm.
This place is clearer and it is better patrolled. That in itself causes the hair to rise on the back of the head.
Yeah.
More so because here you don't immediately go to back alleys. You keep to the open ground, but you move on the periphery of where guards are going back and forth. But it's clear, at least in terms of this, that the communication between the guards and the separate posts is not, at least for now, that well communicated, because they don't seem anywhere near as on alert as the guards that were over in the outskirts that you saw. The ones that had been hurrying back and up and down the main street, looking at people, anyone that crossed by with hoods up, they took stock of the face of people bypassing them. Once or twice people were actually stopped and their hood wrenched back to get a good look at their face. That doesn't happen here. You paid little mind beyond the cursory glance of a large group of people moving. But otherwise the guards continue on their way. There is a lot of evidence here in particular, and further in as you go, of evidence of celebratory aesthetics being put up in readiness for the king's birthday. There is, at one point, workmen out, even at this early hour, continuing work on a statue. Not for the king, but for the Wolf of Elysium. You certainly recognise the likeness that's being cast large, striking detail between two particular buildings as you move past. And off in the distance, as you're looking at it, you can see, climbing high up into the sky, one of the towers of the Cathedral of the Seven, where the bells each hour are chiming. And as you're watching, almost as though on cue, there's that chime for the fresh hour as a signifier of how long you have been moving through the town, through the city. And light begins to return, slowly at first, and creeping up from the east, the streets begin to become illuminate. An amber glow as it rises higher and the temperature rises slightly with it. And the sweat that you're feeling on your bodies from this constant movement stop and flowing, and the low adrenaline of the constant fuck this guard. You almost feel for the moment that it's due to the heat, as there's a noticeable increase. But before long, once you've breached the inner part of the city, towards the end of the hour, you turn the corner, and over there, walled in, is a keep. And it's towards this keep that Gazlo beelines. Leading people over, he signifies everyone to pause as he approaches one of the gates for the guards. And as they see him approach, they turn ready to accost him, as it's clear that he's making towards them until he draws back the hood, at which point there's a noticeable relaxing in the tension. And he leans in and he speaks to them. And then he gestures back towards where you are all gathered, and the guard looks across and then speaks to his companion, and then he vanishes inside while Gazlo waits there and then gestures.
Am I close enough to pick up anything that he's saying to the guard?
Yeah, if you want to do
I just have
perception.
a quick listen. Probably not, but...
What do you think he was saying?
It was probably just, telling them to inform his father.
Right. Is his daddy a big deal?
It's the same in any house, you've got the leader of the house.
No, it depends. The leader of the house isn't always the oldest. It's the person who does the most. Protects the house.
You've got a lot to learn about the city.
You what?
3. Didn't hear it.
Everyone, as they approach, the guard looking at you all. The fact that his eyes gloss over you and then continue moving suggests that he's not one of the older guards that have been there for a while that might have recognised you. Whether or not that's a good thing or a bad thing, can't really decide at this point. However, there's no aggression in how he's considering you. It's more just a case of, okay.
Why has he brought these people here?
Yeah. More a case of...
Here we go again.
As Gazlo just waits and he offers the occasional comment as though he's trying to be friendly towards this guard. The guard responds respectfully and then just goes silent. It's clear that he's like, it's like 5 a.m, dude. Why are you having this conversation? It's like, my shift's almost over, stop. But Gazlo, in his nervous state, although he's doing well of hiding it, the kind of telltale sign that he's still very anxious of them being on the street is the interruption of the odd comment of like, it's a bit brisk out. It's not brisk, but it's brisk out. I hope I don't wake my father. He's often up early, I know. Doing this for a few years now, so. So, Jeff. Jed. I will remember that. You said that last time, sir. And it continues that way for a while. Until the door reopens and the guard kind of steps out and then holds it open. At which point Gastel's like, ha! Shall we?
We're actually okay going here?
Let's just go.
And he steps into the courtyard. The keep itself is not a large distance, and there are people in the household staff that are moving around, carrying buckets of water going back and forth. There is stables off towards the side where there are a few horses. Stable hands are currently seeing to them, brushing them, looking over as he comes, Gaslow comes back in. All of them give him nods. It's clear that they recognise him immediately as he makes his way towards the keep. Steps up past the 2 guards that are on there and gestures for everybody to follow.
Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm too tired.
Yeah. Do a quick scan and see who's checking us out the most.
Sure. Roll perception.
15.
15. The guards themselves.
Yeah.
It's clear that the guard that had gone in had obviously left his post, gone in, spoken to the lord of the house, and then come out. Whereas the explanation for why he'd gone in clearly hadn't reached these 2 guards that are kind of looking at Gaslow and then looking at the 6 people that he's walking in behind him. And people that are trained to guard the house, it's harder to mask from them evidence of injuries. And they're watching as people are moving with clear injuries.
Not us.
It's not clear to the extent because you are still wearing cloaks. But having been shot to the point where you go unconscious from a single bolt, it's clear that these bolts must have done significant impact. So it's still going to show. And as you move up past them, there is a long stone corridor, and off towards the left on one of the first rooms is where he gestures for people to follow. And inside's quite a comfortable sitting room. There is a fire, there is a hearth going, and it's clear that this is more of a place where the guards come in and sit for a while. So it's comfortable, but it's not like an audience room.
Yeah.
And as he leads you in, the fire is going, and he stokes it for a moment, waits until everyone's in, and then closes the door. Well, we're here.
I mean, yeah, well done. You got us through that.
Well, thank you for everyone sticking with me. It's that was a bit harrowing and more excitement than I was expecting. But please, rest your legs, take a seat. I need to go and speak with my father and explain. He's aware that people are here. I need to just go and explain to him. And then I can come back and give thanks properly.
Gaslow, I just need to find out, if I were to fall asleep right here for the next, let's say, 6 to 8 hours, please tell me you're not going to get kidnapped again.
I mean, I think I've done remarkably well in our track record of friendship, not having been kidnapped before. And technically, I haven't been kidnapped yet.
Yes, thank you for that.
Which, by the way, we still haven't discussed.
There was not much time for the discussion, I believe.
No, there wasn't. But
I mean, there are other guards' rooms that the guards have gone into. I will speak to the guards at the front and make it clear that they're to use the other ones. For now, this is a safe space until we need to go before my father. So, sit, rest. I will go and speak to my father and I will return. I just ask, don't go anywhere else, because until he is given the clearance to remain, until the guards are made aware, you're only going to end up back in the city. Watch his hands otherwise. So just stay here.
Could you at least get some wine sent? That would be really
I can get some wine.
Yes, wine.
And water?
yes, please. Yeah.
Okay. I will also...
That's all good.
I will also speak and see whether or not we are able to get some fresh dressings. I appreciate your quick work, but obviously we might now, in the safety of here, might want to redress if you're...
Yes, I do.
Yes. I'll go and get some clean dressings and bring those back as well. Just have a moment to yourselves, gather yourselves, and I will return as quickly as I can.
Thank you.
And he steps out and he pulls the door shut behind him. Doesn't lock it. There is another door that leads out from here on the far corner to the right of the hearth. That's clear that it'd probably go, based upon your knowledge and your knowledge, it probably leads further into where the guards actually sleep.
Would I have been here before?
In here, yes. So you're aware of the layout. Next door is where the guards do sleep, but it's one of numerous ones, because as a middling house, the keep itself is quite substantial, and his father is quite an officious individual.
I would like to take the cloak off, put it onto the fire, and then go to the toilet. Not to like drown it, I just mean like set that thing alight and burn it.
Right. Oh, okay. So you are chucking. I was like, he doesn't mean chucking it on the fire, surely? Is it?
No,
No.
no, no. It means chucking on the fire for me.
Magical green.
It served its purpose.
Yeah.
Your nostrils feel less offended
Yeah.
with the distance and the flames, and you chuck it on.
I'd like to go find a bathroom. I should know where they are.
Are you leaving the room?
Yeah.
Okay.
Confidently leaving the room as well. Because I've got no cloak on, I've taken my hair out of the bun.
One of the places for the chamber pots, you know that there are chamber pots in the guards room, which is probably the closest. A bit further up the corridor, down the main stretch of corridor and off towards the right, is an actual built-in-the-wall chamber privy.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to go to that one because I wouldn't have gone to the guards one.
yes. It's a bit of a harrowing moment because you're well aware that he said don't go out, and because this is mainly for the use of the guards for a quick relief, it's open to the corridor. So you kind of just sat there waiting for someone to turn the corner and be like, you shouldn't be here, who the hell are you? Yeah. Fortunately, no one does. Any change in the guards is not sufficiently timed yet that people are going back and forth. You do have a moment to yourself. Everyone else is still in the room. So you have some time.
So considering what you were saying about giving these guys shit about using magic, you got it too?
Well, not everyone was aware, so I appreciate that.
I think they're aware now.
I wasn't.
What are you aware of? That was a silly question to
I
ask.
dabble in a little bit of healing. As you can see, it's quite useful at times.
Yes, I'm not saying, not thank you, but who else has abilities here?
I'm really strong.
You are very strong. Clearly strong of will as well.
Thank you.
Can you do so?
I can stab people pretty well.
You're just a stabber then?
Yes, I find the weak points and, end people.
So, for pay or for pleasure?
Sometimes.
What?
Yes. What?
Wait, you kill people for money?
Occasionally. I wouldn't say it's a main profession.
You kill people for pleasure?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't really take pleasure in that one. I have different pleasures.
I mean, that's a job you can do.
Yes, it's called the army.
Yeah.
Not quite.
Well, I
What
killed people for a job. I was paid.
Well, that's true.
Bounty board size.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true, I suppose. So, you said something earlier about Arcanum?
The school. We
Yes,
were informed.
We were, yes, but how serious is this shit?
Apparently very.
They will send, apparently, a man with a weapon unheard of by us after us.
What
That was very loud.
that?
Scholar Arcanum, they take fledgling magic users and rip them away from the weave.
Right.
It's an abomination.
In the simplest fucking form. Why? What the fuck is the problem with having magic?
Who has history?
Yes.
Yes, but not in this.
It's fine. It's just to clarify who will know what it is and who will know additional, regardless of whether or not you're going to share it at the table. It's just to clarify. I know we've had a bit of a roll before.
Because humans are barbaric, that's why.
The scholar, have you got history?
No.
Okay.
Chill your
You can
tits.
roll anyway. Given your background.
Ooh. That is a
15.
Where's my history gone? 15.
That's still pretty impressive.
-4. I just got into my mind ballast.
Just a shack.
Just one room with
Just a
one
shack.
drawer.
So, Philip,
I got 15.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I'm not in the room, but I can still roll if you would like.
Yeah, it's just a general knowledge.
For history, 17.
17. Yeah.
20.
Oh no, not me. Just I was
I rolled Arcana for it earlier, so I know. Do you want me to roll history as well? Just
This isn't about the process of the dial.
Oh,
This
it's
is
just
about the Skull
about
Arcana.
That is a 6.
Nice.
I know the magic
Not
behind it.
You're not right. Okay.
I don't know why.
Okay, so Val, you won't know. Everyone else, the discussion, even if in the adrenaline moments of the conflict before, certainly exposure to somebody firing at you with a weapon and chasing after you, and the moments through the street. Now that you've got a moment to reflect, the Scholar Arcanum is on one side an academic institution, and on the other side a means of policing magic use. Due to the Great War and their fight against the elves, the humans were very well aware of the efficiency and the dangers of magic. The chances of there being a human magic user are small. There is not often that somebody that has the capability within human biology to connect with the weave to that degree. Whereas for the elves, it was rare not to. And that was a uneven playing field that humans did not like. So when they came to power after they had their experiences in the war, those that were capable of understanding and utilising magic amongst their numbers formed the Scholar Arcanum by royal decree. Their job, as people that have grown up in the cities are well aware, is to identify from a young age people that have the ability to interact and influence the weave. They have tests, and whenever someone is recorded as being born and the headsman or another individual is notified within a position of authority so that this person actually is able to integrate with society. As soon as their birth is documented at a set point in their childhood, individuals from the Scholar Arcanum will go and test them. If they are found to have the ability to interact with the weave, the parents are given a choice. Your child comes with us and is taught how to use these powers. What is not said in that sentence, but is the focus of their intention, is and to learn to prioritise the realm over any other loyalties. Once they undergo that process, once they have passed to the degree and once they have shown through testing loyalty to the realm and to the king, they are branded to show that they are legal magic users and sent out to serve the realm in whatever way that they have shown themselves best capable of doing so. If they do not wish to undergo this process, they are instead subjected to the dulling. The dulling, although most people here will not know what it entails, the outcome of it is well known for the influence that it has on people and how it changes them. But the core achieved purpose of the dulling is to rob that individual of the ability to interact with the weave permanently.
So
If you are found to have not been identified, or if you avoid it for whatever reason, you're found as an adult, depending on how you were discovered, depending on what you're capable of doing, depending on the risk, you have different choices. You are either put to use to the betterment of the realm, for example, sent to fight with the forces on a military campaign, and depending on your service would dictate whether then you are put forward to the Scholar Arcanum. You are subjected to the dulling, which as an adult is much riskier and much more painful, and the effects are more immediate, or you are executed.
So just because they don't like fucking elves, the guys in charge.
Understandably so.
What's wrong with elves?
Nothing is wrong with elves.
Okay, we've got a lot to unpack there. They subjugated everyone. They've had their time, they've had their chance.
Not me.
You fought against them, didn't
Yeah,
you?
but they didn't subjugate me. Or my dad, or his dad, or his dad. I was, but they didn't do anything. The guy I killed didn't do anything to me. I was just told to kill him. I had no ill will towards him.
Did you killed elves then?
Yes, I was in the army.
I don't really follow much of what's going on. So we're fighting the elves, and because of that, this magic school won't let us use magic.
No, that's more historically. Past wars, they used magic against us, and that's why us humans were brought forward.
Right, okay.
Typically, humans don't seem to have much affinity for magic. My people are people of the woods of nature. We have a natural affinity towards it, and some people are quite happy for people like myself to wander into town with potions and healing to help people. And if, there's a mare that needs a hand, I can speak with them and find what's wrong with them.
I've dealt with your kind before, and that sound lovely, but this seems excessive. All I did was make some fog, and what now? That dude targeted me and tried to shoot me with a hand cannon because of that.
We were also caught fleeing from a murder scene.
That has probably a lot to do with it.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, what the hell was this guy getting, kidnapped for?
I do want to get into that as well.
Yeah.
Like, we just kind of stopped that. Should we have let that happen? Are the owl people good people? Is this geezer an
As far as I was
absolute
aware, he bought me a drink, so that's enough for me.
Owls typically are, good creatures.
Yeah, why?
I don't know much about this noble.
They look over woods, they're wonderful.
Yeah.
Didn't look like they were treating him rather well, dragging him by his hair and whatnot.
So were they killing him, or were they just
They were
kidnapping him?
taking him by the looks of things, I think, but for what, obviously, we don't know.
I mean, Gwyn bisected one of them before I could get a proper look at what they were doing, but bloody handy with that sword.
Yeah. One thing I do know is we can't stay here for long. They know who he is, and now he has also fled from the murder scene with the suspect, wherever Gwyn has gone.
Did he give his full name?
He did, yes. So they know where he is, they know he is royalty, so we cannot stay for long if we don't want to get caught up in this.
So, not royalty.
Well,
We don't know.
whatever. It makes no difference to Val.
Just to make sure.
I appreciate that he has helped, and I appreciate that he is letting us stay here for now, but if you by all means, you all do what you like to do, but I am getting out of here as soon as I am able, now that they know you specifically.
Yeah, I need to leave.
We need to leave.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the city, if we can help it.
But what if we
Exactly.
came here for...
Exactly. That's my thought, but we can't stay with this guy who they know of now. You need to hide yourself. You need to change your clothes and get a mask or a hood or something.
I'm good at lying. Well, I've lived in the woods my entire life. People don't bother me.
Yeah. The rest of you, by all means, do what you will. I have stuff to accomplish here in the city. I can't just sit on my hands and do nothing.
Actually, you're connected, aren't you?
Me?
You know stuff, don't you, Cassian?
What do you mean, no stuff?
Well, you seem like a sort of rich boy.
Yeah, you know people.
Yeah.
Not here, no. Not those sorts of people.
Not-
I know a different crowd here.
So you're not from around these parts?
Not quite, no.
Okay, Shay's not going to know fuck all then about them.
No, they might. I'm going to speak with...
I have been here for 2 years.
But you know how to speak to the city folk. You know how they operate. Where we can go.
I know how to speak to the dregs of society.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm just going to ask this once to the room. Do any of you know what I mean when I say the dragonfly? Ring any bells for anybody? Not the little insect, by the way, for the specific thing.
Cassian.
Yes?
Roll an intelligence check.
Oh no.
Ooh.
8.
8.
Damn it. I have one chance.
You recall hearing someone's used the word at the Will-o'-the-Wisp in the last few days, but you can't for the life of you recall the context of the conversation. But you know it was said there within the last couple of days. But with that result, you can't remember what from. To everyone else,
Everyone present at the very least.
I mean,
Oh,
it
it's
was mentioned at the Will of the Wisp the other day, but I'll be honest, I was a few drinks deep at that point.
Do you remember who mentioned it? Was it the bartender? Was it just
It was just
passers-by?
in the room. I can't even remember the context. It was a particularly good wine.
It's
If you're looking for dragonflies, they're outside the city. We found a string.
not the insect. It's an artifact, for what I know, and it's a very powerful one at that. And the last I heard was that there was mention of it in the tavern in the Will of the Wisp. That is what I'm looking for, and before anyone asks, no, I do not actually know what it is, and I don't know what it does. I just know that it is needed by certain people.
She does though, doesn't she? She knows what it is.
Hilda.
His job paid well.
She knows what it is,
Who's
but
she?
she's not told me. She's under instructions not to tell me.
Then what?
I agree, it's frustrating and it is awkward, but it is what I have.
Roll Arcana for me. What was your total on that check a moment ago, Cass?
8.
8. Let me just double check your
Arcana.
background.
Okay.
No, not you.
Oh.
Never you.
Okay.
That looks sad.
You do recall who was saying it?
Okay.
Blythe. It was me. One of the regulars there.
Okay.
And the reason you recall him is he's a disfigured gentleman who does the occasional work for the barkeep.
Okay.
You again can't remember the context of the conversation. You're not getting any more based upon the role.
Yeah.
But it's hard not to remember that guy's face because he's got quite a memorable face. But again, you don't know if it was just he happened to say that word,
Yeah.
or if there was a purpose, or if he said it to someone else. You can't remember. You just remember he said it.
Jarell rolled a 10 for Arcana. by the way.
Okay.
So many Welsh names
You-
in this campaign.
You would, you know, because she said she's a sprite, you know, obviously, from the bits of conversation she had with her and from what he said, it's less that she's been ordered not to, and the fact that because of whatever restrictions she has, she physically cannot tell you.
Yeah.
Um,
I get it.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's less being belligerent and being problematic and more in case that she can't.
Yes.
And based upon
Capability.
her reaction when he did mention whoever this other person is,
Yeah.
it's probably as much due to terror that she wouldn't even if she could.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's fine.
Now that I think about it, I was just finishing off the bottle, getting another one. Blythe. Ugly, disfigured fellow. He mentioned it.
Wow, that's brutal.
I mean, he is.
Was
He's
this
a regular there.
a couple of days ago, you said?
Yeah, I mean, he's there most of the time, though.
I've been in the tavern for a good few days.
Yeah.
Would I have seen Blythe?
Rolling intelligence.
No.
We've been waiting for this for a while.
Vegas or bust?
Oh,
So
no.
it's like, that's
That's
fine.
5. No.
When you were there, you were very, very much insular focused unless someone directly interacts with you. And because of their current neutral stance on the war, most people, because they don't want to necessarily be on the wrong side of the argument when dwarves are either outed as elf sympathisers or true friends of the human kingdoms, most people, unless they have to interact with dwarves, tend to give them a berth. Which, for those inhabitants of the world which are on the negative side of the bigotry of humankind, it's seen as a blessing. But for the dwarves themselves, it's more frustrating than anything else because you only really get interaction from people if they want something. For someone that wants to just lose themselves in their own private moments, it's probably a blessing for you, but in this particular moment, it's a drawback in that your focus was more inwards because no one really interacted with you. And plus, for your own reasons, it's very hard for you to, long periods of time, focus on things. And you were more having pleasant conversations with someone else at that point anyway.
Out of curiosity, Ryan, with a roll of 5, what was the final score on your intelligence?
Oh no, it
That
was
was
5.
Oh, it was 5.
9.
Oh, it was a 9
Yeah.
down to 5.
If it was a 5, it would have been a 1.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
If I roll below a 4, it goes minus.
For reasons he's got, it's difficult for him to pay.
It's amazing. Not big smiles.
Just doesn't know much about Arcana.
Yeah, it's
just a.
What
Just doesn't know much about Arcana.
magic. Never heard of it.
Cassian, does this Blythe stay at the tavern? Does he reside elsewhere? Do you know?
I don't think he stays. He does the occasional job for the barkeep, though, so he is there.
I assume he's local more to that area where we
He
were.
will be, yes.
Well, can't go back there for a while, so that's that lead gone.
Well, I mean, I can't, and Philip can't, but you might be able to.
I'm not a very. If people have seen me, they will recognise me.
The hair does do it.
The hair, the eye,
yeah.
the big cloak, yeah. It
Yeah,
does, it
yeah.
does.
You've got both.
An odd-looking bunch, I have to say.
Cheers, man.
I have an idea. We wait till it's night. We sneak back there. We find Blythe. We grab him and make him tell us what you want.
I have a few qualms with that plan, but it's the only one we've had so far.
I mean, it's a plan.
This is what we used to do in the army. We'd sneak in the dead of night. We'd grab them in their bed and just beat the shit out of them until they told us what we wanted to hear.
And then we go and fight the enemy.
Yeah. And that was the sergeant. What are the battle plans? What do you want us to do, Sarge?
I've completely missed a really basic thing. You're a gnome. What are you doing around these parts?
You've only just realised.
Well, why are you here?
Do you think I was a child?
I mean, at first, I'm not going to lie.
I have a beard.
Mature child.
Yeah, I've seen kids with a funnier look before. Like, why are you in the city?
I came to visit the city.
Just to visit?
Yeah.
It's not much of a place to look at. I think it's just stone.
That's great, it's beautiful. What are you talking about?
It's horrible. It's stone and walls and noise
Yes,
and
everything that brings safety and comfort.
Safety and comfort.
Yes.
You never slept beneath the stars.
No,
Had
God, no.
Had the safety of a wooded forest keeping you comfort.
But there's creatures and everything.
Yeah,
and
creatures
so
who
dirty.
watch over you, who care for you.
I wanted to see how these other folk live. Speaking of which, that Gwyn was is friends with Laszlo. Do you think he's involved in all this mask business?
Might be. Maybe we should interrogate Gwyn when they get back.
Are you still shitting at this point?
Just waiting to see
You were welcome to come
This
back.
whole conversation, he's like, oh, God. Didn't get a chance from last night.
It's been a tough evening.
Yeah.
Gwen was just looking in a mirror for a while.
Yeah, there's one opposite the lav.
Full
body mirror.
Yeah. Quinn would have come back in. I think he did come back in. Has just been standing by the door for a while.
Okay.
Which completely unaware.
Yeah, you just in a very intense conversation.
What
I
about
was
that
like,
Quinn?
Have you shut the door behind you?
yes, absolutely. Because we were told I wasn't meant to leave anyway, and I already did leave. So
Did you hear my question about the dragonfly?
no, I would have come out after that.
After that, okay.
That was fairly early in the conversation.
I mean, do we need to interrogate Gwyn?
You saw what they did with that sword, right? He's there.
I think I need to be interrogated in here.
Hi, Gwyn.
Hello.
We were just discussing.
You?
Yes,
Yeah.
I can tell. Thank you.
So do you know anything about this owl business?
I have no fucking clue.
Okay.
Fair enough.
I have had a very long day as well. Well, I'm sure we all have, yes, I know, but I've had a very long day.
Why you particularly? I mean, yeah, you got shot. So did I. So did Philip.
Yeah, I know, I'm just talking individually. I've had a very long day.
Oh.
Irregardless of you all. Like,
It would have been
I
a
would
long day.
like, yeah, it's just been a long day for us all. Also me individually.
Oh, right.
Nothing deep about that.
You've had a crap day. Fair enough.
Yeah,
I mean,
I just want to sleep. I don't know anything about owls. Stop putting the mask back on.
Where is the mask?
I would have bundled it up and he's carrying it under his arm.
Okay. Did that go to anyone else in the room at any point?
What do you mean?
You had
At any point since taking it off, have you given it to anyone?
No, I'm not giving it
No.
to anyone else. No. I'm keeping it.
Did you show it around the room?
We've all seen him wearing
Yeah.
it.
We've all seen
yeah,
He was wearing the thing.
Philip.
Oh god.
Roll a, and this is
Sanity check.
roll a history check for me.
Oh god.
Come on, Philippe.
Take us on bus, boys.
Philippe Flop.
Oh. It's 0. It's a 4 minus 4.
He does not know what the
That
word
is cool.
history means.
Something once happened here.
I'd love if you just have like
I have
advantage,
seen an owl at some point.
proficiency in one of your intelligence things. Like any of them? No.
No.
No. Okay.
None of them. Okay.
4 minus 4.
Every time you mention history, who's like, whose story?
Oh,
Whose story?
Happened.
No, his story.
Before.
Yeah, whose story?
His story, yes.
the past.
Yeah, so you return to the room, the conversation is ongoing. You've been out for a little bit now. Gaz has not yet returned. You do have a little bit more time if you have anything else to discuss before he does.
Do we still have our weapons?
Yeah, everything you brought with you, nothing's been taken off of you.
Okay, cool. I've just got a arrow resting on my bow. Not knocked, just sort of resting, ready to be knocked if need be.
Why shouldn't I wear the mask?
Because
It's
our
associated
friend
with-
just got like almost kidnapped by the people who are wearing it, and we're in his house. It's a bit insensitive, to say the least.
Also,
I've just got
it
it
kind
bundled
of
up on the-
incriminates you.
Yes,
We
why
were-
were you wearing it the entire time? We were being chased by guards.
Because now they don't know who I am.
That is a fair point.
But they think that we're involved with the owl people now.
Well, we were. We were
Okay,
always,
we were involved in a
always
different
involved.
way, but they didn't know we were there, and now they saw one guy with on the floor dead outside with an owl mask, and then we had a guy with an owl mask upstairs trying to escape, and then we got almost caught as we were going out the window with someone with an owl mask. There was a man with an owl mask every step of the way.
Can I unbundle the owl mask? Can I don it again?
I am going to.
What are you doing?
And I'll just find somewhere almost like perch. And again, just squat, and just look around the room.
Oh, this is insane. Why am I here?
Why are we all here?
Are we not going to take the owl mask? It feels like the obvious solution.
I mean, there's nothing. Is there anything inside it that gives us any pointers towards where they may have come from?
I've not looked at it yet, but
Well, then I'm all for throwing it in the fucking fire.
I'd like to take a look and then throw it in the fire, but yes.
You can look at it.
Great.
No, you look with your eyes, not your hands.
I want to look at the inside of it.
The door opens.
Hello.
As long as I can stop looking at this fucking owl
Gaz
mask.
steps back in. He's clutching there.
He's got the wine bottles as a guy in the corner of the
You see me with the owl mask.
Seeing you facing up against the door with the thing, first of all, he hands the wine off to whoever's closest to him. And then he hands over to you.
Water.
Yeah, just the water in the tank.
take it.
Over to you as he kind of sees the mask and
Tilting my head again.
I'm just going to go stand in between him and
hands you the bandages or the clean strips of sheet to be used. Good news and bad news, but not as bad as it could be. I've told my father that there was an attempted abduction tonight of myself, and that my rescuers are here. And in thanks for saving me, you have his permission to remain, not to wander the place, but roof over your head, and he will, if you are still here tomorrow, make an audience with you. I asked about a reward for yourselves, and he has insisted that since it was me that owes the debt that had come out of my pocket. However, as you saw, the coin went to the bar keep. So all I have left to, and he moves over to the central desk, he puts 2 gold crowns and 5 silver shillings down. That's all I have. I wish it could be more, but you have a friend in House Thorn for what you've done. I know there was questions for what was going on, but in all honesty, I have no idea. When the masks were taken off, I have no idea who those men were. I have no idea why I was targeted. As I said to yourselves, I've gone there for a bit of relief and change from being in this place. So I don't know. But again, thank you for what you've done. I recognise that the position that everyone's in now is not ideal. And if there is any concern about things that may have been cast, rest assured, I saw nothing. I heard nothing.
Should we say the same for the guards?
Yeah.
Does he seem legitimate?
Roll insight.
I also roll a
trust
Of course.
people with
Everyone can
money.
wishes to, because he is speaking to you all.
Yeah. I know he's a friend, but I still don't trust anybody.
Ooh,
Nice.
I got a dirty 20.
19.
18.
19.
6.
Cassie's just like, you gave me wine.
You're rooting around with a corkscrew. Like,
So,
gonna be one in here.
Dagger.
so to you two, it's hard to read. To everyone else, he is being sincere. It's clear that he's being sincere. He is very thankful. It's clear in the way that he's addressing people and the fact that there is no, when you saw him speaking to the guard captain, or the one that had the feathered helm, there was it was an efficient mask, but there was clear signs of distress when he was lying. That was apparent from the brief moment when you stepped out and you saw him.
Yeah.
There's none of that now. It's clear that he's thankful. It's clear that when he's saying about the fact that there is no further money, that he's not only being honest, he is frustrated the fact that there is nothing else that he can give. And when he says that he's not going to tell anyone, he means it.
Okay.
I mean, it's obvious that aside from the fact that he genuinely means it, and you can read that on him, most of you, aside from Drinking Buddy and the Hoot and the Holler over in the corner, it's also to the common sense that he's left with you. You've saved him, and you are essentially unregistered magic users. He has nothing really to gain by associating his family name with you. I mean, he's taking a risk you being here. But from your read, it's clear that there's not much of a reason for him to lie.
All right.
Is your father important enough for you to be a victim of kidnapping for ransom?
I mean, yes, he's a lord of a house that's we're not a low-born house. We're middling.
This is middling.
Yes.
This is middling.
Kind of,
Yes.
really, yes.
You have a room for guards to sit in.
We have 4
Guards or rooms?
rooms.
For guards to sit in.
Yes.
Oh.
Not just where they sleep, but where they sit.
Yes.
Think of how many trees would have gone into this furniture.
I am thinking about that.
That's pretty heartbreaking.
Oh.
I'm not gonna lie. That's
Well,
And so, is that why the owl
Wow.
came for you?
3.
as I said, I don't know.
Bit of a
And
tight.
as he glances towards the door, one of the guards pokes in his head, glances at everyone, and leans in to speak. Speak to Gaslow as he glances back. And the guard, although he does lower his voice, it carries easily in this room. And what he says is, "There's an Inquisitor Grinnick to seize." And that's where we're going to end.
I told you! Can we find us again?
It's to see him, not us.
Yeah, exactly. No, for us, not for us.
Inquisitor who? What was his name?
Absolutely. Oh,
Grinnick.
Rennick.
Okay. Brilliant.
So,
Thank you, Titus.
that's where, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you very much for joining us, guys. We appreciate everybody joining us. And again, just so that everyone's aware, the VOD goes up onto YouTube on Wednesdays and on Spotify's at 5 British Standard Time. So if you were unable to watch all of this, or if you do come in at a later point, that's the schedule. We're also planning at some point to release some lore videos, which grabs together some, some of the house rules that might come up, or some of the lore stuff where it's discussed in more detail. And if you have any questions or anything like that, we do have our Discord. A link can be provided to people that would like to join us on Discord, and we're always happy to interact and answer any questions. But
we'll put the link on our YouTube video and the Spotify link for the Discord.
Yes, and on our Blue Sky as well. It's also on there. So thank you very much, guys, for joining us, and we will see you again next week. And stay awesome. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.